Anyways.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, we are live. Fox, we do not hear you at all, boy. But we are live. Back for some action on a Thursday night. Us three, you know what I'm saying? Rich, Fox. Of course, D-Money. Still don't hear you, bro. But we got the Rams and the Patriots, of course. What you got tonight, Rich?
Man, I love this game. Rams are going to win this game. They're going to cover. This game's going under. This Rams defense is going to dominate an ugly Patriots offense.
Ugly.
A one-dimensional Patriots offense is going to get dominated in this game.
I just watched the preview. They showed every highlight of Cam from last game.
Dude, they scored 38 points and Cam had 87 yards passing. I don't even know how that's possible. I have no idea.
They had two punt returns.
Yeah, I understand the special teams, but still, that's disgusting. Like, how does that even? I don't know. I mean, I guess they beat. You beat the Chargers. They're a bad team, but still, this Rams defense is no joke. Probably the best defense in the league right now. They're just. I mean, their secondary strong. Run D is strong. Donald's strong. I mean, they're an excellent defense.
Yeah, most definite. And then hopefully we get Fox in here because he definitely had some good takes, and I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I definitely think that this defense is gonna show what they are today.
Yeah, and Cam is kind of like he's a fair weather quarterback. I mean, when things are going great, I mean, he's happy, he's smiling, everything's good. When things are not going great, he gets frustrated, he throws interceptions, he makes mistakes, he just unravels very quickly when things aren't going well. And I could see this defense frustrating him to the point where things unravel quickly. So I didn't go under the total because it's too low. It's too low for me to take an under on it. But I mean,
it's so juicy. It's just like a nice steak smoked in your barbecue. You just want to take that over, but you can't by the number.
I mean, Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl matchup, right? It's a Super Bowl rematch. And if you look at it on paper, I would say the defenses are probably about equal to what they had in the Super Bowl. I would say the Patriots offense is definitely significantly less efficient than they were in the Super Bowl, and the Rams offense is the Rams offense. I mean, they're sometimes they look like world beaters, and sometimes they can't get out of their own way. So, I mean, that Super Bowl matchup was a 13-3 game. And we all know how New England, especially when they're you have to say that New England is a worse team than the Rams on paper. So they're one of the Patriots, and Belichick he's one of the best coaches. They're one of the best teams at being able to win games they should not be able to win, or at least be in those games, right? So, he's very good at game planning, and so I guess we'll see. Either way, I don't think that the Patriots. I mean, 4.5. I don't understand the line at 4.5. I mean, you got a Patriots team that just stomped the Chargers, right? But it's the Chargers. I mean, we're not talking about the Rams. I mean, it's a completely. It's not even. I mean, you can't even compare. So, I don't know. 4.5 just seemed like really, it seemed like that spread should have been probably 6.5, I would say.
Yep, I think they had it right about 5.5, 6. To be honest.
What's up, G? What's up, Ramon?
So I'm just looking at this. So they just spent 2 weeks in LA.
Yeah, Patriots. Yep.
That's a nice vacation.
Yeah, they didn't go home, right? They stayed. Or did they fly
I can't
home?
wait to go to. I think they stayed.
Okay.
I can't wait to go to that stadium though.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so unfortunate. The crazy year that we've got going on here, and you've got this stadium, and you've got that new stadium in Vegas.
Yeah, Arrowhead West. Yeah,
just two absolute gorgeous stadiums, gorgeous facilities. Billion-dollar facilities, and they haven't had. I don't know that they've been able to have any fans in either one of them.
No, not in California, and not in Vegas. Nope. They said they wouldn't even have fans.
Well, we're gonna have 12,000 crazy screaming idiots in Cleveland on Monday night. Browns, Ravens. You know how we roll here. We don't care.
Yeah, no, I definitely know how it is. How when we play the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's good that there's gonna be fans there.
Yeah, I mean,
did you get a ticket?
No. It's probably gonna be cold. To be honest, I don't want to get too far into that, but I wouldn't. Right now, I can't go into a crowd like that. I can't get into a mess like that.
All right, so let's go over some plays that we have though, just before we get too ahead.
So I'm on the Rams -4.5.
Yep.
I know. I don't know what the opener was. I think 4 was available at one point. I got 4.5. I'm good with that. And then I'm also on Cam to throw an interception. I got that at -140, juiced a little bit, but I think it's a pretty good bet that he's going to throw one in this game. And then I also I took the over on the punts, 7.5, over 7.5 punts.
Yep, I'm on the Rams. -4.5. That's what I got. I like Cam Akers anytime touchdown. I'm going to take that +125. That's the number that I got. That's the best number I could find. So, and I like that Cam INT.
Yeah, Gerardo, that -160. That's heavy. I don't ever like laying that much on a prop.
Over 9.5 penalties. I don't see this game being sloppy, to be honest. In that.
Yeah, I mean both of these teams are pretty much the Rams have been together. I mean this is the same team they've had for a couple years now, so they should be pretty familiar. And I think we can agree that both of these teams are pretty well coached. Belichick always seems to figure out ways to, pull a rabbit out of the hat. But I don't see it in this one.
If they were to win tonight, how would it be in your eyes?
How are the Patriots going to win this game? So, typical Patriot fashion. Long drives, run the ball, play keep away. That's my whole angle is that the Patriots offense is one-dimensional. It's runs and it's very short passes. If the Rams can't stop the run and they can't stop the short stuff, then the Patriots are going to be in a significantly better position. However, I think the Rams are going to be able to stop the run, and I think they, if you force Cam to stay in the pocket and drop back and pass, it's going to be a long night for the Patriots because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with his passing this year, but it's just, it just looks ugly. Like,
I seen Jimmy Johnson talking about it.
He seems to have fallen off a cliff. I mean, I don't remember him being this bad throwing the ball when he was in Carolina.
I do actually. Like before he had his surgery, I'm pretty sure he was throwing balls straight in the ground. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's almost like he's too tall or something. Like the ball just comes out and it just looks ugly when it comes out of his hand. If you're going to force him to throw the ball, and that was one of my other looks that I kind of liked, but I didn't take it, was Cam under 175 passing yards. He's only gone over that I think maybe 3 or 4 times this year, and it was against really shoddy defenses. Right. So I like the under passing yards. I just didn't take it. I took the interceptions instead.
How much did he throw against us? I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, I don't think that. I think the number should, like, if I had like 180, 185, I would definitely hit the under.
He didn't play versus KC.
Oh, that's right.
That was the COVID
game. Yeah, that was still close.
Yeah, he's gone over 175 against Seattle, the Jets, and Houston, and that's it. And those are 3 bad defenses. I mean, Seattle's better now, but this was the second game of the year, and somehow Cam completed 30 passes in that game. That's crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, he's one-dimensional. And if they stop the run and they, keep him in the pocket, I don't see how. And that's the other thing. As long as the Rams can score, if they can put them down, if they can put the Patriots down, and they have to play from behind, their offense isn't really designed to play from behind. The Patriots have to play from ahead. They have to run the ball, control the clock, hold it for 6, 8, 9 minutes on their drives. So, Sean, are you back?
Yeah, I was testing out my new wife's new toy here that she let me borrow here. They're so awesome.
Okay, nice. Those are the PS5s?
No, those are the Bose SoundLink A2s.
Ooh, oh, nice.
So, yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, it was connecting to every single other device except my computer. So, it kind of pissed me off. All right, my only question is there. I mean, I believe the Rams big time here. That's kind of where my thought process is. I know you guys were saying pretty much the same thing, Rams all day. I listened to you at one point. But the Rams have let us down so many times in primetime games. That's my only worry.
Yeah.
Ramon, we're just going to leave it at that. I got your little joke.
I don't know. I just think the discrepancy is too big. It's too big here.
So are you talking 2 units?
No. But to be fair, I'm not a multi-unit guy. I've only played multiple units on bets a few times.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the last time I played multiple units on the bets, it was I had 5 units on the Niners in the Super Bowl. Man, that was looking like a freaking solid bet until about the last 6 minutes of that game.
Hey, I don't blame you, man.
I mean, yeah,
Back up to 5 on my book just to let you know.
I think I had 5 units on that game. Last year I put 4 units on Wisconsin. The Wisconsin-Michigan game. I think Wisconsin was they were like a 5-point favorite. It was a real short line and they won by like 30. And then same thing. I think I laid it with Ohio State over Michigan last year.
Laid it with Ohio State, shocker.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't bet on my teams. I don't bet on my teams because I've got too much invested. It's too much. I can't take it.
Yeah. Thanks, Gerardo. Thanks. It was not fun for the last couple days. And the one bet I kind of like is Damian Harris rush yards. I just still think he's going to pound the rock, and 55 is still a joke. The other guy I would take is Damiere Byrd, because if this does get out of hand, he'll be the guy that'll be open.
Who do we think Ramsey's going to be on?
He's got to be on Myers.
Okay.
But he may just cover a side.
Yeah, he might.
And then you play the whole defense on one side.
Right.
I mean, you got to remember Harry's back this week.
Okay.
So
he's Harry. I know he's fast.
He's not fast. He's big. He's tall. He's different than the other 2 receivers. So I mean,
he's Kelvin Benjamin. He's Kelvin Benjamin for Cam, basically.
Yeah, he's a little bigger than Kelvin Benjamin. I like Cam Akers rushing TD.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, Ramon, that's what I said.
You guys, come on. 23-21.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know, Ramon.
I don't know. The other thing I like Robert Woods passing receptions. I think you're gonna have Gilmore on Cup most of the night, and I think Robert Woods also gets the crappiest 2-yard reception available 100 times a game. So you're giving me plus money at 5.5. So
do they have? Patriots have. Is there anybody else that they can have cover Woods? I mean, they're probably going to have a linebacker on him. I think most of the time for the short stuff.
I guess it'll be McCourty most of the time over top, but
Woods does a lot of underneath stuff, intermediate inside of 10 yards.
Before we get into that, what's the college football second? That's so juicy. All right, first play, official play, Mr. Second Half back. We're taking Florida Atlantic over 24 second half. Oh, that is just so juicy.
All right, locking it in. Something's going on with my book.
I really like that. I may hit that. Double time. I like that. I've been watching that game there, and I've been watching my play that I gave out in the Discord. Pittsburgh -7. We're right on the cusp of that. We're up by 6. I thought there'd be a little bit more points, which it would be nice if somebody decided to finally score. And we need South Dakota to send this to overtime. Not sure it's going to happen. We got 5 seconds left.
You said 24.5 on that, right?
I got 24.
I
got 24 on my book.
I got straight 24. They put up 41 in the first half. It's a 7-point game. Neither team basically has been able to stop anybody. I don't know how they're giving you that kind of line. Southern Miss has 317 yards of offense. Florida Atlantic has 177. Florida Atlantic is generally considered the better team. So they should get back into this game without any issue.
Right.
So the team that's 2-7 has doubled them up in yards. So I see Southern Miss still continuing to roll, and I don't like Florida Atlantic's defense, so I'm not shocked. I mean, I may take that several times over. This may be like they score. Oh, we're going again. We're going to double down. I'm just trying to think if I just want to double down now. Yeah, I mean that 24 is so juicy. That shouldn't be a line. Somebody's going to get screwed with that. That's something they could hit by early fourth. Neither team has stopped anybody, so which I really like as well. Where's Shocks?
Oh.
What do we got for halftime, full time on the Rams?
I got minus 110 on the Rams.
For halftime, full time?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
And we got minus 4.5 on the Rams. And then I took Akers anytime touchdown. 7.5 punts Rich took. And then I believe there's one more. I like the sack prop too.
What is the sack on this? Is it low or is it high?
3.5?
It's 3.5.
I took it, but that's personal.
I don't know.
See,
I don't know. Goff doesn't get sacked.
Yeah, but 3.5 is that number that just.
I know. You almost bet it on principle, right? Just because of the number.
At one point, we talked about that. We talked about Fox and Sox. That came up at one point. Ramon, that's a pretty good response there. So,
I agree. I like rhyming.
Anything that rolls off your tongue is also good when you're trying to promote the show.
Yeah, I mean, I like the sacks just because it's the number, the 3.5.
Yeah, I like that number so good. That's just like one of those numbers.
What's it juiced at?
I had 130 this morning.
I think mine might have actually been plus to the over. I think it might have been like plus 105 to the over. That's why when I saw that, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, how is this? And then I looked at it, Camp.
All right.
Yeah. Is he going to get sacked 4 times?
Oh, I hope so.
He might. He might get sacked 4 times.
Run into it.
Goff just doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really take sacks.
That's the Marin County sniper.
I'm tempted to take Gunnar Olszewski.
Yeah. I was looking at special teams, defense, special teams touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was Gunnar. He
there
scored
you go. There you go.
I mean, this is big that the Rams get the ball first because they could go out and put points in this game. They can end it. They just
put them down. Go out, put them down, make the Patriots play from behind.
All right, hold on. There's our boy. There's our boy Sox. How we doing?
Trying to collect that wallet, man.
Yeah, somebody's got it right now, but all my cards are locked. So good luck.
That's not good. Oh, you actually did lose your wallet. I thought that was a joke.
No.
Wait, what?
I lost my wallet. So.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Shoot, I thought you were like kidding.
I don't know. I had to lock all my debit cards, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Shit.
This time of year.
That's the thing about this pandemic is because you just don't leave your house every day. So if you went outside 2 days ago and you come back, I haven't left the house in probably 36 hours. So your wallet's not there until you have to leave again.
Yeah, but when you have kids, there's not a day alive that you don't pull out that wallet for something. Especially there's Akers. Here comes my boy Akers.
Yeah, it was over 53 yards.
Oh shoot, that was his total. I didn't even.
That was his prop. Yeah, over 53 yards.
Oh, I told you I liked his touchdown. I mean, we took his anytime touchdown. That was the play here. So I will get onto that yards just really, really quickly.
Ramon says Pumas Leon under.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. Unam Punas has been one of the best teams. Leon's been one of the top teams. You're into the playoffs. Things are a little bit closer to the vest. This is the final. Normally, those are always under. The only issue with that is 4 of the 5 meetings versus these teams have gone over 2.5. That is the only issue. And Pumas has been very, very good at home. I actually completely stayed away. I would go both teams to score, but I'm sure that's juiced. Because I think both teams are going to score. And it wouldn't be shocking to me. Like, to me, it wouldn't be shocking if it went over 2.5. But I'd go play more. Both teams to score, and the game is decided in extra time. All right, there we go. Come on, don't sit there and laugh, because as soon as you laugh, you're going to bring in Devery Henderson for a 1-yard touchdown. This sucks because I drafted Cam Akers in fantasy, cut him loose. Yeah. I was able to reacquire him, but required him after his game. So,
are you in the playoffs with him? You have him right now?
I'm in the playoffs in all my leagues. I'm in my playoffs, I'm in the playoffs, and that's the league
you were talking about. Yeah.
I get kicked out as a silent partner. I've been playing as a silent partner for the last 4 weeks, and yes, we made it to the playoffs. So, the dumb league. So we're looking at one of the guys, and we're looking at pickups, and I was like, "Oh, who are we gonna pick up?" And I was like, "Damn, Philip Lindsay's available." Because remember, there's only 5 spots, so there's like solid guys. So I mean, we've been killing the waiver wire with some of these morons. All right, Adam Thielen, yeah, you're gonna run him for a week. Okay, no problem. We'll go steal him back from you. So our receiving core is nuts, but it comes to the point where if I can get a running back that's guaranteed to get 40 yards, that's more valuable than one of the top receivers in the league.
All right, what we got here?
Touchdown, Jared Goff. None of us were on a damn quarterback on prime time again. There were 7 quarterbacks that scored.
How many times do we say this all the time? You have to take quarterback anytime.
And especially Jared Goff is high. Forget. Jared Goff would have been huge. That would have been like plus 2,000 because he doesn't go. He doesn't run for touchdowns.
He just did a Cam Newton on him right now.
Yep. He just stuck the ball over and said, "Touchdown. Look at my nuts." All right. Here we go.
Then we got
Pittsburgh's about to score, which is good. College basketball. Oh.
There's nothing good on tonight. The only things I like is the under in the Arizona State and San Diego State game, which I gave out in the chat, under 144.
Yeah, I know, but Arizona State likes to push. But I know what you're saying. North Dakota beat South Dakota. That sucked. ECU barely won. They didn't cover.
I also think the under in the San Francisco Long Beach game.
Dang, I can't believe Jared Goff scored.
I mean, honestly, if we were to take a quarterback in this, we would have probably taken Cam. I mean, I probably would have never said.
Of course. Yeah.
Jared Goff. Yeah.
We've seen it in our face, and we just got slapped in the face again. Oh, JJ said, Bellator tonight, huh?
Yeah, I love San Diego State, Ramon. I mean, they almost got back. They basically have back most of their team from last year. I think like 2 of their seniors. Wait, did Sean just drop out? Are you done for the night?
I don't know. I think he's lagging a little bit. Hey, but hey, don't be. Yeah, I'm an Aztec till I die, man.
Yeah. No, but
Come on.
I think San Diego State wins tonight. So that plus, if you get +3, that's
I had the +2.5 earlier, but now I think it's down to like 2, right?
it might be. I haven't looked at the line, but
I know it's the over under is 43 or 143. Yeah, it's
I don't-
at 2.
yeah, it's a 2. Bellator on tonight. The only guy I know on there is I think he's one of Khabib's guy. Magomedov is like fighting tonight, but he's
for
like
real?
100.
Oh yeah, of course. Let's see what we got on my book.
Yeah. One of my friends is on McFarlane in the last fight against Velasquez, but
Mohed Migadabov. He got the same like first name and last name.
yeah.
Yeah, well, all right.
Damn. Is Southern Miss going to beat FAU? Did we get on FAU live?
Yeah,
What do you think?
over 24 in the second half.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I kicked the cord out. Didn't realize in the laptop side.
Good start for the Rams.
Yep. Here comes Cam.
Like this game could be, honestly, this could be a 27-6 type of game or 27-10, maybe. But
Yeah.
27-7.
But you also have to remember both of these teams are the top 2 penalized teams in the NFL. Pats,
Yeah.
and they acquire the most flags are probably thrown for both these teams.
Where was our first penalty?
What's up?
Where was our first penalty? Have we had a penalty yet? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't had one yet.
There's going to be one drive where they're going to get like 4 flags. It's going to be moved back like 30 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Akers already has 41 rush yards.
Wow, that one run was quite a chunk. Man, you see how fast they closed on that.
This will be interesting. I mean, like I said, I think if anybody's going to have, it's going to be Bird or Harry are the only 2 guys I think they'll have success. Because whoever they want to lock down, Jalen Ramsey has locked down the best guys all year.
Yep. I mean, they use, New England uses the short stuff, right? The short passes and the runs and the options. So if you force them into these 3rd and longs, this is Cam interception time. Put him back there, make him throw the ball.
Yep. 22 is the off corner, had the pick 6 last night. He knocks it away from who? Demir Bird. Like I said, he's going to be the man.
What the hell kind of throw was that?
All right, Jump Shot is talking Bellator. Is there anything worth taking in Bellator tonight? Is that tonight? Tomorrow? When is Bellator?
Tonight.
Yeah, see, he just throws an ugly ball. Like, it just comes out of his hand like he's throwing it down and it just goes into the ground. I don't remember him looking like this in Carolina, at least not to this extent.
He was terrible in Carolina.
Yeah,
When he played the Bucks, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and that's the reason they went in and they brought in the kid that ended up being quarterback at Washington before he got hurt. Who?
Greer.
No, it wasn't Will Greer. It was the kid that played for Washington today, played 1 game and was out.
Wasn't like his last name was Allen or something.
Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Allen from Texas A&M. And they looked formidable because they have receivers there in Carolina. You just need someone to get them the football.
Right. And
so-
he needs big targets too. He needs guys that he can kind of throw it up to, I think.
My favorite quote of the weekend was Tony Romo getting the Ravens game and going, he just doesn't throw it until he sees that he's wide open, which is like basically 100% saying that's why you're not a quarterback. He
Talking
just
Lamar
won't throw
Jackson.
it until he sees the guy. Yeah. Until the guy's wide open. There's no anticipation. It's there. All right, Pittsburgh gets on the board. We're at 16-7. We're covering the 7 now. We're at 23 points for the first half. I thought this was going to be more scoring.
I mean,
All right, folks. Southern Miss touchdown. Sorry, Rich.
Nice.
We only need 17 more points. Let's go.
That's good. Yeah, I'm on that. No, I made the comment when I was watching the Ravens game that it was like Lamar Jackson was basically looked like what everybody thought he was. Like he looks this year like what everybody thought he was.
He is who we thought he is.
Right. So was this year? Is this year the norm, or was last year the norm? I mean, I would think that this year is probably more the norm, but I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's things you could do with him. You just have to understand you can't run a regular offense.
Right.
It's just not going to make that. Right.
It's all there's a lot of quarterbacks. Like, look at Cam though. Cam was a very similar quarterback to him in a way, and it's like.
And there are guys. Yeah, Cam's a different guy. Cam's is size versus speed.
Right.
But he's a mobile quarterback. Most of his plays are more mobile than just standing in the pocket, though. Like, he's always running.
Yeah. But the guys in Baltimore believe the receivers are the issue. Oh, look at this. Akers doesn't get touched till 12 yards down the field.
Damn, that 53.5 was a lock.
This is gonna be a long game for the Patriots if they cannot stop the Rams offense.
Yeah,
because they cannot play from behind.
But that's why I didn't take any over props for receivers, because I have success just running the ball on them. Probably won't.
Live over 81 for Akers, which
I might take that.
We may hit. Well, it's well gone now. He's gained 25 yards since then, so it's probably at least at 100.
Even if it's 100, I would still take that. I think he hits over 100 in this game.
He just got another 10 on that carry, 15 on the one before.
Boom, boom. This is why I mean, I drafted Akers because I thought he would. No offense to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and we had this discussion. D. I thought Akers was the best back in the draft. I think in the end he probably will be. Him and Swift are probably the two guys I would be worried about. But Swift, I worry about durability issues.
I like James Robinson. He wasn't even drafted, but.
Well, but nobody liked Robinson going into the draft. Jacksonville didn't even like Robinson. He was fourth on that depth chart.
Was he drafted this year?
No, he wasn't. He was undrafted. He was undrafted.
He's undrafted. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know he's had a hell of a year. Yeah. He's the one guy and they still give you plus money every week for him as anytime touchdown. I think that's an absolute joke.
I mean, Dobbins looks good. Taylor's got his moments. I don't know.
Dobbins looks serviceable, but Dobbins doesn't look any different than Gus Edwards to me. It's there. I mean, Dobbins is an NFL back, but I don't see him being a difference maker in any way, shape, form. He's a solid back. He's going to get you in there, but I don't see him as being this breaking tackles 150-yard guy.
I mean, he's definitely had plays where he's shined. He hasn't been getting a ton of opportunities, and I think they're working him more into the offense.
Oh, I think they are. Yep. I mean, all three backs. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at how great they were versus Dallas." I was like, "Yeah, they did what you should do versus Dallas. They can't stop the run. They ran for over 300 yards.
Right.
Yep.
With college offense, that's all we're going to do." And there's Robert Woods' first catch. Then he sits next to the coach.
Damn. Can North Alabama come back, please? 6 minutes left. Let's go.
I thought that ship sailed. I did take the plus 8.5.
On Troy. It's probably
North Alabama.
no. They were the favorite in this game. They were -3.
Man.
I'm aware of that, but they were down 14, so I took the 8.
You took the +8 live.
Yeah.
This Rams offensive line is just dominating right now. They're sealing that edge, and Akers isn't getting touched until he's 2 or 3 yards down the field.
Yeah, this game could be a blowout.
Yeah.
This is interesting. It's a must-win game for the Patriots. Is Jump Shot still on? What are we looking at Bellator? We really went off of that. We have some opportunities in Bellator. We keep losing Rich. Is that because his dog is yelping?
I don't know.
Shocks, you know what I'm so happy for?
Yeah.
I am so happy for this. We are done with Champions League and Europa midweek matches till February. So we can finally get back to a real regular season, regular soccer, guys not exhausted, and hopefully we can get some regular results. Just been kind of terrible. I mean, obviously we got the transfer window coming here in January, which I love. But I mean, soccer's been tough this year.
I kind of been light the past few weeks, only because it hasn't been. It's been weird. We just haven't been getting the results.
Hasn't been as predictable. I mean, if you're on Tottenham, that's been cashing nicely.
I mean, Liverpool's hit or miss.
They keep giving you Southampton draw no bet at -110. So, I mean, that's almost an auto play at -110 since they're leading the league.
And aren't they like undefeated at home?
Uh-huh. Here comes Akers off. Oh, look, we're going to catch a ball for 14 yards. He's going to be short. We're going to bring in the Sloman Field.
Are we taking Pittsburgh second half?
What? I'm on them already -7.
Yeah.
I like them over Georgia Tech. What are we getting?
We're at -2.5 second half.
I got -4.5. You got some Jersey book lines there. Is that what you're telling me? Because I'm staring right now at an 11.5 for the game, so you're definitely looking at a Jersey book line because the pregame was 7. So
I still like the 11.5 anyway. I don't know.
I mean, they're up. Georgia Tech's had its moments in this game. They've had their chances and they got stuffed right near the goal line. I mean, they've got 128 yards total of offense. Pittsburgh's got 305. This was one of my favorite plays of the week. So I'm heavy onto this in 2 units. So I'm already on the -7. I might go a half unit or a parlay for the second half. Let me look.
Nope, there's a penalty.
What's the third quarter? All right, so we got a total of 49.5. I thought we'd get more points. I'm really pissed that we didn't get more points. My worry about the total when they've only put up 7 is last week. As soon as NC State was up at half and then they scored right after the half, they quit.
Right.
Well, I mean, Georgia Tech did nothing for the rest of the game. And normally they have an offense that does have some playmakers. So I have 0 issue with Pitt -3. I wouldn't go higher than 3. Yeah.
By the way, Miami, just random topic on colleges. Miami won me a crap ton of money the other night when they came back from like being 30 down against Purdue.
Yeah, I went the other way. I was pissed. I should have took it there. I mean, it was one of the things that was just kind of a smart head. Real dumb. I was like, well, Chris Likes wasn't in the game, and they had no points.
Well, they were down 30 at the half, and it was like plus 2,500. I didn't take it at plus 2,500, but when I saw it start chipping away, and Purdue is not scoring, and Miami's just chipping away. It was like plus 400 at the time, and I was like, you know what? I was like, let me just take this, see if Miami can do it or not. And
speaking of Miami, by the way, I haven't given it yet, and I need to give it in the chat because it started to run. But I love the over 60. I have 67, but I love the over 67 in Miami versus North Carolina. I absolutely love that.
67.
Yep.
Woo.
It's high total.
That's probably going to score 75 points at least. Neither team will. That's going to be a track meet up and down the field.
Cool. I'll take it.
I think North Carolina has been like on and off, haven't they, a little bit?
Not really. No? I mean, as far as winning games.
Wow.
Like sometimes they have a really good performance, and then like the next week they're just like.
I mean, they played Notre Dame last week, so Notre Dame has a very good defense, and technically is the number 2 team in the country. So, but that game there was 48 points. But Notre Dame has a decent defense. The week before, they beat Duke 56-24. Similar score to what Miami scored, except they didn't let Duke score at all. They beat Western Carolina on a makeup game, 49-9. You got Wake Forest 59-53. You got UNC versus Virginia, a really bad Virginia team, is 44-41. This team can't stop anybody. There's going to be points scored. UNC versus Virginia Tech was 56-45. Florida State game was 31-28. NC State was 69 points, 48-21. I can see both Miami and them scoring in upper 30s into the 40s. Miami wants to keep their New Year's Day 6 bowl. This is the game I actually thought that if they had a chance to go in, I thought North Carolina wins this game. So, but it's okay. LSU is to denounce himself from bowl eligibility for their 2 wins.
North Alabama is down by 1 right now with 2 minutes left.
What's up, KG? All right, KG, jump shot. Give me some Bellator plays. Anything I can parlay together.
Magomedov and the other guy. And then the McFarlane last.
Man, that would have been good for our pick. It's going to happen. It's coming.
Kate Upton was not available. So who's that second person?
Yo, they got rid of Astro Tits.
She's terrible. She's just basically.
I know, but she's hot.
Drugs. Hold on. No, that's not hot. No, come on.
She's hot.
There's other girls in MMA that are a lot prettier than that girl. So
what? You don't think she's pretty?
No, I just think she's really heavy up top.
Yeah,
that's about it. I mean, probably doesn't really help MMA wrestling.
Right, but shows in the record because she just loses.
All right. Come on, let's go. Let's punch this in. All right. So I'm taking Magomedov and who?
I don't know, you got to see jump shot. Who else?
Jump shotter, KG. Who am I taking with Magomedov in Bellator tonight? Yeah, Pitt they got stopped at the goal line. They had several different versions where they should have been up way many points than what they're up.
Man, do I hate Pitt. God. That team always screws me, whether I bet on them or bet against them.
Is that both CBB and I mean
Bro, I don't know what it is.
CFB and NFL?
Yeah.
KB's got
Basketball.
nothing on. All right, so I'm going to take Nurmagomedov with some MMA action this weekend. So I was talking to my boy Rob, and we were discussing there, and I was trying to tell him that these are kind of the fights that I always say is not a big money. They're opportunity, because I feel this is the week sometimes you get your ass handed because everybody loves it because there's better fighters and better names. The problem is there are better fighters and better names, which is good for if you like playing dogs. Bad if you're kind of looking and saying, okay, I'm pretty sure that this guy's going to win because that other guy has no chance. But on a lot of these fights,
fight is a game. I mean, like you can't.
So that first fight, what do you calling the first fight? What, Sousa and Holland? That's a great fight.
No, Chase Hooper and the other guy.
Chase Hooper and Peter Barrett. I'm not taking Chase Hooper at -365. He lost last
you're
time.
taking Peter Barrett. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't take Chase Hooper.
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw beer money on Barrett before the fight, and that's kind of all I'm looking at.
I mean, you could probably take the over, I guess. I'm sure this thing will probably go the distance.
Yeah, great fight is great. Great's good. I love great is great for visual. Great is not good for betting.
If they're both undefeated, I'd take the dog.
Yeah, KG or Shocks? Do either you guys like? Who do you guys like tonight? Any early looks on MMA? I'm trying to put something with this Nurmagomedov guy. I like Figueroa to win the main event. Oh, look, he caught. Oh, Josh Reynolds, you putz.
Billy Quarantillo.
Yeah, I've already got a big bet on that guy, so I'm trying not to put him in this parlay. I mean, there's a lot of good fights. I mean, Kevin Holland and Jacare is going to be a great fight.
Cub Swanson and Pineda.
Should be a good fight.
Wait a minute. This is Bellator?
No, this is.
No, we're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
We shifted into Saturday nights. Saturday night's card is nice from an MMA standpoint. If you like watching, it's going to be some really good fights. Kevin Holland is a beast. Every time I watch him, he wins.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Jacare is a better opponent. Still gets the first down. Good job, Akers. He's being the bell cow tonight.
He is.
Oh, Moicano's on this card? Damn. I got to take Brandon Moreno. Although he's probably going to lose, I like that kid, man. Kid's got a lot of heart in the main event.
Does. But both of them are fighting earlier, and I have a feeling Figueroa's just going to piece them up.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. But
All right, none of you take it. I'm taking Mackenzie Dern. I like Mackenzie Dern.
Go for it.
So who's that other person you told me? Velasquez? All right, that's not too bad. It's a decent parlay.
Yeah, I took it. Yeah.
-170 with a +355. I mean, we'll take that. We'll throw in the Green Bay Packers money, and that'll be our bet for that week. I was glad to see the books actually have some sense and gave Kansas City with a number less than 10. Probably still won't cover that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm teasing the Dolphins. KC traveling on the East Coast. Dolphins, solid defense. I mean,
Yep.
You're going to give me 7 points. I mean, that's, I can take 13 and a half on the teaser. Yeah, take that all day.
We're waiting for the D opinion here, who's on mute. He's giving us some glaring looks.
I mean, he was agreeing. He was agreeing with us about them having a hard time covering. I mean, they're getting Casey's getting a ton of respect.
We played the Saints next.
You play the Dolphins.
Yeah,
but no, but after though.
You think it's gonna be a look ahead?
I hope not, but
who do they play?
Run it up. We play the Saints.
The Saints.
I don't think we look ahead anymore. I think we just play our plate. We are 11-1, tied for the top seed. Obviously, Shocks has, we lost to an AFC team, but I'm hoping Rich pulls it out week 17.
I don't know, man.
Maybe even the Bills.
The Steelers have the Bills, and I think they've got the Colts on the schedule too left.
No, not the Colts. It's just I think it's the Bills and the Browns were the two that I remember.
Is this pick six?
Yeah.
Or a strip six?
He's down. He's down. There's no. Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Okay, Jared Goff says no. Goff says,
no, you guys got the Colts.
Oh, we do?
They got the Colts too?
He's 100% touched.
Good.
And he's 100% possibly down on the ground. And this is going to be interesting because he has complete control. The guy doesn't take control until he's down and he's touched. And the call on the field is an interception.
Oh, no, that's a catch. That's not I mean, Woods has got the ball, and he's on the ground, and he's being touched.
Then that view looks good, so that should go there. Hey, what's up, Timothy? Thanks for joining us. Florida Atlantic, we got 3rd and goal. Come on, boys. We need to punch it in. Is that game on TV?
Yo, KG, I'm just showing that it's still stuck. Did we lose?
Those are words we don't want to mention. Did we lose?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Sounds like you lost. Touchdown, Owls! Florida Atlantic, that's 14. Let's go, boys. Need 10
what
more.
Do we need? Let's go.
We need 10 more, but Florida, that also keeps Florida Atlantic in the game, too, so Southern Miss has to keep scoring. 7-point game, 24-31. 4 minutes left in the third. There's our 14. Should have really looked at third quarter, too, when it was 24. I'm sure it was 13.5.
I think that's T. Mitch from the Discord.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That we were talking earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I definitely think that we cover the 7, 7.5, 8. You start pushing to the 9.5 and 10s, and it's like,
This is just a question of whether your coach wants to actually question touchdowns. They feel bad for the opponent, so they said, we need to have a close game.
You know what? Somebody gets paid to tell the coach, hey, throw that flag.
I've never seen anything like that to where they were so quick to punt that ball.
Yeah,
like
I know. It's ridiculous.
They literally were showing the play happening, and then they cut back and they were already punting. I mean, I think I remember us saying, "Oh, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown." Then they cut back and they're punting already, and we're like, "Whoa, wait, what happened?"
I know.
All right, call on the field is going to stand. It's not good. I don't think it's going to be a touchdown. What the crap are we looking at?
Yeah, I don't know what we're watching here.
I don't see
how you can call that I don't see how you can call that an interception. Dude's got the ball and he's on the ground.
And he's touched.
Which one? Was he running the ball? There we go.
You can say he doesn't have control.
Yeah, you can say control. I was going to say the same thing.
I mean, I think the touchdown will be nullified, which it was, and the interception will count, which is what happened. Because when he doesn't have control, you can take the ball away.
Right.
Wow, 36 turnover. That's a lot.
Uh-oh, here comes Mr. Harris, rumbling, stumbling.
There's a nice hole he had there.
Yep. I gotta make sure I actually made the adjustment and moved him out of my lot. Moved him out of. I do have reluctantly to let you guys know that Josh Allen is no longer the league's passing yards leader.
Yeah, you know who it is.
No, we have no clue. We wonder with that response though.
Josh Allen looked good this week.
He looked great.
Yeah,
he looked absolutely great. He looked like, yep, there's a reason we're going to continue winning.
Dude, I was up 80 points going into that game, and I was playing against the guy had Josh Allen, he had Cole Beasley, and he had Brandon Ayuk, and I lost.
Wow.
And I was like,
Cole Beasley?
yeah, Beasley.
Wow.
And the dude I was playing against was in last place. 3-10 or something like that. I'm going into the playoffs, and that was for the bye week. If I would have won, I would have got the bye week.
Yeah,
and I was up 80 points and freaking lost, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, I quit. I'm done. It's over. I don't want to do this no more.
All right, if you haven't taken it yet, Cam Newton anytime touchdown is -110. Since they have the ball
right now?
18-yard line.
He's going to get a rushing touchdown.
He's going to get if they're going to score, he's going to score.
Yeah, it's going to be him.
It's going to be him.
Like I said, I don't know how they get points unless it's through like special teams or defense or Cam.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you got a short field here off the turnover. They haven't crossed the 50 on their own. Their offense hasn't crossed the 50, so.
So, Shocks, what do we got for the Jackrabbits?
I like the Jackrabbits to cover -7.5. I love South Dakota State. That's one
Who
of
are
my
they playing?
North Dakota State. I like the Jackrabbits are always. I mean, I used to go with them when they had Mike Dom when he was a freshman. He was there, and then I forget the guy they had before him. And I mean, he was always a nice, easy kind of winner to take because they would just blow teams out. Well coached team.
Yeah, they made my card a lot last year.
So it's trying to figure out. I mean, your North Dakota State's yet to win. I'm seeing an 8.5 somewhere, but you like the 7?
Yeah, I had 7.5 in my book. That's what I took.
Jersey line.
Jersey book.
Yeah.
FanDuel, baby.
He actually had 7. He actually had plus 7.5 on the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, not even -7.5, +7. And South Dakota State's at home, so although it doesn't really mean much anymore with the crowd, but
this could be a pick 6 the other way. 41 to the top. Newton, first 22. Can he get him? No, he can't. Down Rams, folks.
Cash it, Rich.
Wide open and over.
Ring it. Cam throws an interception.
Yep. Cam throws the interception. Nice. Let's go. I don't even think I have that set up.
Man, I should have taken that defensive special teams touchdown. That's always like plus 200 something.
Yeah.
Those are always nice when they come through.
That's like crazy. You just see the lob and it right into the guy's arms.
Well, they tried to
throw it right to him
tremendously. So.
The crazy thing is that points off of their turnover was a gift, right? I mean, they were going to at least get a field goal off of that turnover. Wow.
Yeah,
All right, boys. Looking good.
You know what's real funny is that didn't the Patriots blow out whoever last week like 41-0, and they might get 41-0
The
this
Chargers. Well, I saw a tweet, and it was from Babano, and it was everybody that was hammering the Patriots this week, and then he broke down like the last 3 Patriots wins, and after I saw that, I'm like, yeah, they're just beating up on bad teams. Like they're just taking advantage of situations and beating up on bad teams.
But again, they're not winning due to like conventional long drives of like it's all just it's like gadget plays and like turnovers and special teams and stuff. Like that's how they're winning.
Yeah.
And that's not sustainable over like 17 games. Just keep doing that every week.
Southern Miss scored.
Yeah, just need a goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Patriots last 3 wins.
20
Ravens,
boys.
COVID-riddled Ravens team in terrible weather. Struggling Cardinals.
Kicked
who
it out of
screwed up all
bounds.
game and handed the game to the Pats. And lifeless Chargers who tapped out once they fell behind early. Those are the Patriots' last 3 wins.
Trash.
Rams coach for him running down this. Damn it.
McVay, yeah. He's young enough. He better.
Oh.
I just want to know, did we get those oohs with a little extra shake there? I mean, got the ooh.
He almost got his legs taken out.
Yep. I mean, you got to remember the tip of events. We thought that they were going to come in and have a touchdown there and make it 10-7 or 10-3, and you go down, you give up a pick 6. I mean,
big point swing.
This basically also almost takes Damian Harris out of the lineup. I mean, they're still going to try, but yeah, they have to get points here. If they don't and they give up another points, it's done.
Well, and that's, I mean, that's the problem, and that's kind of was part of my point was if the Rams come out and smack them, and if the Rams come out and smack them, the Patriots aren't. I mean, they're not designed to play from behind. 14-0, 17-0. That's not. When they're only able to run the ball, if they can't stop the Rams, it'll be a long game.
They're winning by their defense, keeping them in the game. Oh, another nice run hit by Harris. So maybe you shouldn't have not run a screen and just kept on running Harris.
I think that Cam passing yards under was probably a pretty good bet. He has 6.
He had 175, right?
175.
I was thinking of taking even the Rams quarterback. I can't even think of his name right now. Goff. I was thinking of Goff under 265.
Yeah. I mean,
because I figured like they'd probably get a late lead, or they get like an early lead, and then there's no need for him to be slinging the field in the fourth quarter or anything.
And they definitely seem like they want to use Akers as the focal point of the offense in this game.
Yeah, I might actually see what the live line is on that and take his under. If it's still like 2 something, I doubt it.
Well, let's see what he has right now. He's got 72.
Oh, Cam's gonna run. Shocking.
The live lines is off for that. Come on, give me some. You're not even driving. Why can't you give me? Oh, there it is. 32 now. Ugh.
What is it?
232 for Jared. 185 for Cam. It actually went up for Cam because they figure he's going to be throwing it now
Yeah.
for the entire second half of the game.
I mean, he can be throwing it. That doesn't mean he's going to be completing passes.
That's true.
Wide
Right
open.
now,
It's a miracle.
he's got almost as many completions to the other team as he has to his team.
I almost feel if they do score here, like a touchdown, I think Rams will go back to a mix of throwing and running again.
Yeah.
Stick
Oh,
to
he
what
just throws it
works.
so hard. Like he throws it like a missile every time, no matter if he's wide open or not.
Yeah, it's no touch.
Yeah, he has no touch. He just hammers it.
Just give him a missile and just catch it. These wide receivers are probably going to be studs after this. Like if they get a quarterback, be able to catch anything.
Stidham.
Cam
Maybe.
Akers rushing yards 122.
Justin Fields. No, I'm just playing.
He's got no chance to get there.
Nah.
None.
Maybe like Matt Ryan or something.
Well, I mean, to me, that's the one thing I was talking to my daughter on this, and I was like, if I'm the Bears, okay, I'm the Bears or the Bucks. I'm in a good situation for one thing. Well, you should be able to steal Sam Darnold or Carson Wentz for well under value.
I agree. I would be all over Darnold. I mean, he's still a kid, and you just got to hope you get him in there, and
You just get him away from Adam Gase.
you got to hope that Gase hasn't ruined him to the point where he's not going to be able to play football anymore.
I mean, the guy, I still like Wentz. I know he hasn't done anything in Philly, but his receivers, I'm sorry. You're throwing to a converted wide receiver. You're throwing to another undrafted guy and then a first-round guy who's really, really quick and just learning in the league. Ertz is gone. Kelsey's gone. Half their offensive line is gone. And you have all the pressure of having another quarterback. If you're Tampa, if you put him with everybody else, make him sit for a year behind Brady or have him come out there and see if Brady still has it next year. If it's a fourth rounder to get him out of town, both teams, I think, would be a smart move to make.
I can't believe. I mean, the fact that the Eagles have to sit down. They have to sit down a guy that's making $32 million a year for a rookie. Now, it's their own fault.
Not even a really good rookie.
It's their own fault because they should have never drafted Hurts. Because you had to see this. You had to know this was coming.
Folks, we're going to ring that bell. Second half over 24 hits before the third quarter finish.
Cam's going to run this in himself.
Seconds. Put it. I don't care.
Let's go.
I told you it hit before the fourth. A couple minutes into the fourth, it hit before the fourth started. I said that line was wrong. That was free money today. There we go. Ring that bell. Second cash. Sorry, the sound is not working, or I would have my sound effects.
Shit.
But
well, you know how that bell rings.
Was that the Florida Atlanta game?
Yeah, you got
14 to 14.
Got Cam anytime touchdown because Cam's gonna run to the edge probably here.
Now it's so big. I get to actually decide how much do I still want to take it.
Where the hell?
Because technically it's 2 touchdowns right now.
There he goes. Oh, he didn't.
Sean keeping us is the only one still watching this game.
What the Ravens, the Patriots and the Rams?
Rams, yes, you're keeping us on track. That's good.
Yeah, your bet is over. Why are you still watching that game?
Because you know me.
Because he's going to bet it again.
You really think my
He's
bet's
gonna
over?
bet it 3 more times before the end.
You think when they scored the first 2 touchdowns, I hit it already, and I've got
No,
some.
I know you did. You hit the under 60, under 70.
No, I'm going over.
No,
I hit the over again. We're double dipping.
that's the thing. That's the thing about the bell. When it rings, it just keeps on ringing and ringing and
Yeah,
ringing.
you know,
They're stuffed. They're stuffed. 4th down.
sack. That's a
He's
sack.
Serious. Wow.
That's a sack. Come on, let's go.
All right, you got the 7.5 live if you want South Dakota minus 7.5 right now. If you want that jersey cooking for the extra point.
There's no threat to pass. There's no threat to pass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody in the world knew that was going to be a draw.
Yeah, I mean,
Cam's gonna run with it.
if only they had a tight end that they could count on. I mean,
Like who? Gronk?
yeah.
This is like the best year. This is like the best year that Gronk's had in like probably 4 years. Probably this is the most games he's played.
Because he taped himself together for like a year.
Well, and they weren't really
Using
using him early on. Like it was probably maybe 6 or 7 games in before they started getting him really involved. They've been using him a lot for blocking.
He had a year off though, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a year off.
I mean, that's huge for him, probably the way his body was destroyed.
Well, and he's using. I don't know if he still is. I don't know. Does the NFL still test for weed? I don't think they do.
No,
I don't think they
they
do.
do not.
Yeah, so
They do not.
he was a big proponent of using marijuana for pain management versus using any other pills or anything.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Aaron Rodgers, like the first like obviously he talks to, I don't know if you guys watch Pat McAfee every Tuesday, but they asked what was different. He said, you know what, I just kind of had to sit back and I have some quality of a lifetime, and it's just basically saying he's smoking when he can and it's helping him.
That's good. I mean, it's
it's not bad. I mean, it's when people use it badly, or they put bad shadows and clouds on it. No reason. It's Fox. I see you over there. I see you smirking. Like,
who are the Panthers?
Touchdown Panthers.
Who are the
Pittsburgh
Panthers?
Panthers.
Oh, Pitt.
Second half, we're covering again.
Panthers, I was like,
We got the pregame -7, and we got the second half we're covering right now.
let's go.
Akers again.
See, I like this. I like this when we win bets. I like winning bets a lot more than not winning bets.
Hey, let's just stop betting on the Chiefs. You understand that?
Well, I just gotta say I haven't been on the show for a couple shows now, so
The last one wasn't too bad.
But yeah, I heard. I saw you guys had that. We had plus money, so that's all that matters. You never sent me the send out thing for it though.
No, I didn't.
Nope. I figured you had the stuff that's there. So if you missed that 7 on South Dakota State, they're already up 7. So that 7.5 is from that point they just gave it. What was that? 5 minutes ago, Shocks?
Yeah.
We called it out. Yep. Already just went. Whoop. We'll just go up higher. Oh. Someone's actually going to punt in this Southern Miss game. Tyler Higbee. All right, so we're at 17-0. There's 5:41. Anything live that looks kind of interesting to you? I mean,
what do we have on this? Yeah, what's the first half?
Well, the first half was Rams -3, which was
a gift.
Yeah, that is definitely a gift. Especially with that stop on 4th down. Uh-oh.
I got everything locked out right now.
Goff almost did his best to be able to give it. All right, we got 16.5 as the live line, 43.5 is the number. We've got 7 points this quarter. What do we have for a quarter bet?
Oh, mine's all locked out right now.
First half team totals is Patriots over 0.5 is minus 110. They've moved the ball twice.
Well, once was a short field off turnover.
Do we take Cam?
And they're not kicking field goals.
Under?
It's 17 points or something, field goals, especially just to get some morale.
If it's 17, maybe. If it's 20, I don't know.
Why don't we take first half touchdowns under 2.5 at minus 120?
I like that.
I mean,
the Rams have the ball here for 26 and are about to punt.
right.
I mean, if you like that, you take that, or you go to center, you take the Patriots over 0.5 because that's the only way you're going to lose.
Yeah, the Patriots are still gonna. They punt here.
Patriots are gonna
still
kick
gonna be
field
able to
goal.
run an offense.
And they're going to run it off.
Yeah,
But-
they'll still be able to run an offense. There's 5 minutes left here, so it's not like Cam's gonna be just dropping back and throwing.
I don't know if the Patriots are
I mean,
going to score any or going to kick field goals though. I think it's touchdowns from here on out.
Ooh, that shit almost hit the camera.
You would still kick a field goal here. If you go into half 17-3 because you make it 2 scores instead of 3.
Yeah, I
He
think
just
you're right.
turned it over, or they just tried to go for it on fourth and they didn't get it.
It's just telling you right now, if they get a chance, they will go.
I think it was where they were.
That's
Right.
true.
So
Well, yeah, I mean,
think
they could-
because they were inside the 5 with Cam, they probably thought that was a higher probability that he scores rather than he does not.
Yeah, it's minus 120 right now, so it barely went up, but I'm going to take it. Under 2.5 first half touchdowns. I mean, if you want to take the totals, you're looking at the Rams total 17.5. Again, it's a question of the Rams have moved the ball by running the ball, not by throwing. So in a 2-minute drive, that may actually play into the Patriots' hands. If we're looking at total for the half, still trying to find it. I mean, you could take this drive if you wanted to get cute. You could take the under 2.5, and then you could or double that up with the result of 9th drive would be a score at plus 175.
Oh, nice. New Jersey up.
The only way you're losing that 2.5 touchdowns is really if the Patriots go down here and score, there's a pick six. Another one. More realistically, the Patriots are going to go down and punt.
Yep, we need the punts.
I was going to say that was the 3rd punt or the 4th punt. That's good.
All right, we're 23-7. Jackrabbits up 7 still. We got anything else? What other game do we have? I have some other games that Ron gave that are still live. What are they?
Yeah, what else? Trying to think what else he gave out here.
Oregon State minus 14 and San Francisco minus 15. And Shax, you think San Diego State's going to dictate tempo, not Arizona State?
Yeah,
Yeah, he gave out San Diego State.
I'm on San Diego State.
I think San Diego State's going to win.
Yeah, Ron was on San Diego State also.
What's the number on that?
2.
2 now.
I think I got 2.5 this
3
morning.
this morning.
Cam, let's see.
Wow.
Get a nice catch here. Myers. And a little better defense than that.
No, they're just baiting him.
He was yelling to the safety, "That's your man, your man." that's
Mm-hmm.
I like Myers is a good receiver. Whatever happened to Malcolm Mitchell?
No clue.
To who?
Malcolm Mitchell.
He went the way of every other Patriots receiver that Tom Brady made look good, pretty much.
Malcolm Mitchell was like a second or third round pick out of Georgia. He got hurt, and then I don't think he's ever come back. I don't know if he's still even on the roster. All right, South Dakota State's up 10. What's happened with our boys, Florida Atlantic?
What is the second half in that game? I got 24 and a half. I didn't have a flat 24.
We've already scored 28 points.
Okay. All right, cool. I didn't know.
You got 24, 27, whatever number you got. It's still
Okay.
good. Yep.
Cool.
I think we're going to get 42 points. I thought that was just a joke. The moron that put up a 24 basically said, oh, they scored 41 in the first half. The line was pregame was 67, so we're going to stick it right at 24. And that guy lost his job. Because if you were smart, that was just free money. Oh, it is nice to not throw up. So,
Yeah, man, that sucks. You've been. Was it continuous or was this? I mean, you weren't sick there for a couple weeks, right? And then come back.
I've been back and forth. They're going to do some blood work and some stuff next week, just to try to see if there's something that's causing some of this. So yeah,
Right.
because it seems like my wife is doing the same thing. She's like, it's like every other week, you're sick. And I'm like, yeah. So just watch. They're going to tell me it's stress from betting.
Oh boy.
You can see I lose my hair, so I mean, I will say
New Jersey finally upgraded their systems. I can actually order a driver's license online. Took them about like forever.
So I got to tell you what Rob did. So Rob went and you used the free pro. Rob's a huge Tony Ferguson fan.
Hey, Shocks, tilt your phone up a little more.
Shocks, we're watching you put your password in.
Yeah, well,
Put my foot in?
Your password. We can see the keys.
Oh yeah.
He's like Jim Carrey. I forget what movie it was where he was.
Bruce Almighty, yeah.
You put the camera down here, like at the bottom. Should be up top. Makes no freaking sense at all.
All right.
It's like so you have to be like this.
There you go.
Even that doesn't work.
Yep. So, like I said, Rob's a big Tony Ferguson fan, and he went out there. He's like, New Jersey's got like what 7, 8 books out there.
Yeah.
So they're all doing like free $500 bet. So, and Ferguson's at a decent number, so he's like Ferguson inside the distance for like 500, like 8 places across town. So he's either going to be a genius, or he's just going to have nothing lost. So, but he loves to bet Tony Ferguson. So,
Who's he fighting? Is that Saturday?
That's not on Saturday, is it?
yeah, it is.
Who's he fighting?
He is fighting.
Theodora, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Who is it, D?
Figueroa, is that his name?
Figueroa?
Figueiredo?
Figueiredo?
Figueredo, there we go.
Isn't he fighting Moreno?
No, Figueiredo is fighting Moreno. Tony Ferguson fights Oliveira.
Oliveira. Yeah, nope. I just shook the dice and ran with it.
You just combine some other names. Yoda, something.
Was that girl Nunes? Nunes?
Nunes?
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing.
I mean, didn't Jay take? I will say, didn't Jay one time take like a minus 1,000 on her for like every bet for like $40,000 or something?
Yeah, because it's guaranteed.
Yeah, he won $100.
Wow, that was a lateral.
And I put 1,000 on her to beat Chase Hooper too.
We are going to message Chase Hooper and then send him these clips of how much you're bad mouthing him. So,
am I the only one? Am I the only one that still watches the Holly Holm Ronda Rousey head kick knockout? Am I the only one that still watches that?
I saw that like a while ago.
A long time ago. There's a
my
bunch review. What are we reviewing?
It was a lateral.
Okay. It's close because it's even.
Yeah, it looked like a lateral to me.
So the one question I had, what was I going to say? Rich has to tell everybody who's in the chat. He had a first. What was it? Saturday, Shocks? Was it Saturday?
What?
Yeah. What did Rich do? There was it Saturday or Sunday, or was it Monday?
It had to be Saturday. I don't think it was Sunday. So it'd be either Saturday or Monday.
We'll get the exact day. So sometime this week, we gave a play in our chat there that we said, "Hey, this is it was Sunday." We gave it and we had to sweat it. And we said everybody's tailing. D was right away. I'm tailing. Shocks is like, "Yep, I'm good." And then we said, "Rich, what you doing?" And it was like, "Am I going to tail soccer?" And I said, "Yes, you come on, you have to trust us. Tail the soccer." So I got it. So Rich, now's the time to tell the world, did you actually tail?
Yeah.
Okay. And you had a decent bet
it
on
was
because Leicester or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It
was during the day, wasn't it? Was it during the day?
It was Sunday morning, yes. It was Sunday morning, and Leicester and Sheffield United. And Leicester scores first, and we're all like, yes, we got it. Just to give you a little heads up, Sheffield United scores like 3 minutes later, and it's 1-1. And that's how it's set till like, what, the 80th minute?
No, 93rd minute.
93rd minute, yes, 93rd minute.
93rd minute Leicester score.
I do applaud Rich because I was expecting your bullshit. You guys made me follow you. Soccer bet, you get a stupid draw.
No.
93rd minute, we get the goal. We go ahead. We cash. But we do have to applaud that Rich actually stuck to his guns. He did tail us on a soccer bet. So I'll have to tail him on a non-Cleveland bet.
The easiest way to tail a bet is to just put it in, and you guys let me know if it wins or not.
So yeah, it was good to see him have faith in us. All right, they didn't win the challenge. They didn't tackle Cam Newton, and he snuck out, and he goes through. Actually, did they win the challenge? Because they were farther back. It's like 3rd and 8 now. Did they win it? Did anybody actually see it?
Nope.
Charles Cowboy Olivier. Is that really he took Cowboy's nickname?
Yeah, he's the second guy with Cowboy. He's a pretty good opponent, though. But Ferguson was a beast until he lost his last fight. Now, all of a sudden, some people are dropping off on him. But he is an old man. And old men generally don't last.
Weirdest guy, the Monkey King. The Monkey King's a freaking weirdo. You ever seen that guy fight? And like after
the big, tall, skinny guy.
Yeah, who's like.
Are they taking a field goal here?
If I'm them, I would. You make it a 2-score game.
I think so.
You have to.
You make this.
And then you don't get shut out.
At least you're not shut out. You tell your fans you're still in it. We cash the under 2.5, and all is right in the world.
Mhm.
Wow, Kim passing yards jumped to 220. Goff is down to 205.
Well, because they're down so much, they figure you're going to have to pass, and they're running.
He had that one.
They ran. And he had the one nice throw. He's got 88 yards total, but they've run for 100 yards in the first half.
Yeah, and we're still on pace for the under here. The actual, like the true full game under. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't actually even hit it. We hit the double dip. The Cam Akers, 81 yards. He's at 89. So that's another ring that bell for the show. Oh, yes.
Yeah, Monkey King KG.
What did you get on your when you dumped in there Cam Akers live? 100? 101? Shocks?
No, I took 122.
Ooh, okay.
Jeez.
Shocks is all in. He's bullish. It's 17-3, folks.
122.
Touchdown by him.
I mean, I think
Hey,
he's going to
hit
get.
Georgia Tech scores, but goes for 2 and misses the extra point. So we're
You
losing.
tell me Cam Akers ain't going to get 33 yards in the next entire second half?
I mean,
I worry that
beating him.
he has 11 carries. His over/under for carries was 15.
Right.
I'll be back, y'all.
Yeah. But the utilization he's had so far in this game is definitely a lot more than in previous games. I think last game might have been his first one where he saw basically a true starter workload.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still mixing
Stayed
in,
up 13.
they're still mixing Henderson in, but who is the other back? Malcolm Brown? Malcolm Brown, I think, is hurt.
I think he's dressed tonight, though.
Is he?
Yeah. I had a prop for him, so I assume he's dressed. I'm checking.
Yeah, last game, Akers had a 62% snap percentage. That is, prior to that, his highest was 25%.
I mean,
and he had 21 touches last game, 21 carries.
Yeah, to me, Akers was the real deal. He's the guy who, he should have had a great senior year at FSU, but FSU went into shams. They continue to go into shams this year. But he has all the talent in the world. He has the talent to win the Heisman. He was a preseason Heisman candidate going into his senior year. He's got all the moves, all the wiggle that you need. So he can make guys miss. He can catch it out of the backfield. He's got electric burst.
And he's in a great situation. I mean, he's in an offense that they love to run the ball, and they're very they can build this offense around him. I mean, they did the same. They built it around Gurley.
Yeah, the one thing you would like is not to have the two other running backs there, but yeah,
true. Yeah,
that's there. All right, Southern Miss is driving down the field, about to punch some more points in. We're down to the 26.
South Dakota State's up 14.
Yep, so that one looks good. Long Beach is up. San Francisco's up 13. Oregon State's got 8 minutes to pull away. They're only up 5. It's going to be tough to cover 14. Real tough.
What was that? What was that play?
Ron gave that out. It was I think it was Oregon State minus 14.
Yeah, I tailed that one.
Yeah. So you guys really like San Diego State. I like this Arizona State team. I mean, it's going to be a question, but they got shut out last time they played a team that played good defense. That was Nova. So I look at college basketball this year, Shax, and get me if I'm wrong. Some of these teams look terrible.
Oh yeah, they.
I mean,
I don't know what's wrong.
I look at the top 10, and yeah, you got a bunch of guys probably opted out, and from here on, this is probably what it's going to look like because the top guys aren't going to the college; they're going to go to the draft, and then go play in the G League for a year.
I mean, what are they doing? Like, what does their practicing look like? It feels like they're playing a lot of games.
Most teams are practicing.
Okay.
I think it's just no crowd. The crowd makes a big difference to those kids, man. Like without the crowd, they just take the energy.
Yeah. But the crowd to me doesn't even look like the skill level. Like I look at the Duke team, and that team looks ugh. I see one maybe superstar on the team, but he can't shoot consistently, and solid point guard who could dribble. I mean, that's maybe his highlight is you can dribble. If you're a top prospect and your main claim to fame is you can dribble, that's not going great.
Maybe it's a bad recruiting.
He can run the offense. It's not well. I mean, you had some top guys that did all run out. Like the 3 out of the top 10, if you remember, all went to the G League.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing with the one G League affiliate, all playing with the same non-G League of NBA affiliate, to be able to get paid. But that's where I said, I mean, you'll get the age rule comes into play, it gets adjusted next year. So, I mean, you have 18-year-olds get drafted. Oh, look, he threw. No. Oh, we almost had another pickle.
Wow, I can't believe that dude caught that.
Yep.
They called timeout, yeah.
I don't know why. You just had a play where you basically almost just lost the half.
Right, exactly.
Again.
Yeah.
And said, all right, so we're going to turn around and come back and we'll try to throw it again. Aaron Donald says, thank you. I'm coming after you. So, I mean, I watched North Carolina. I'm not impressed with that. The guy they think is the ACC player of the year, the guy's been his senior. And to me, he's a lunch pail guy. He does the dirty work. He picks up 10 rebounds. He scores 10 points. He's Tyler Hansbrough without as much game.
Now, what about Iowa? Do we think Iowa can be
Iowa looks really good.
Iowa's one of the teams that actually looks really, really good because, one, they're an older team. They can shoot the ball well. If you don't have any fabulous freshmen,
they have one of the best centers in the country, Garza.
They're a well-balanced team.
Yeah. There's a really Missouri. Missouri's looking pretty good this year. They're gonna make some noise.
Yeah. And I mean, it's so lovely to watch Kentucky fall on their face time and time again.
They just lost all their talent. They don't. When I say talent, I mean experienced talent. Like they have young talent, but it's just not. They don't play together. They have no experience together.
They have no guards. They have no shooting whatsoever. You got 4 guys who can slash, and it's like, okay, you're gonna literally depend on that to win a game. That's not gonna happen. Southern Miss has got 2nd and goal. Need a touchdown to cash my return. It's just that's the one thing. I mean, trying to pick a winner. I mean, Gonzaga looks like they're 100 times better than everybody.
Yeah, they do.
Uh-oh. Really? Are you going to be beat by a James White? Oh, what's the flag?
Coming back.
what's the flag? If this is on the Rams, you set up a field goal here. Nope. Holding. Coming back.
Yeah.
All right. That ends it. By the way,
At the end
folks,
of the half.
that's another ring that bell because the under 2.5 touchdowns cashes quite easily. Little bit of trepidation right there at the end on that last play, but the flag sealed the deal. So another casher that gives us what, 5 for the first half?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Let's go. And then we still got some second half plays. We still got.
I think the second half goes under, honestly. I don't see this game going over, what is it, 43 is the live right now? 42?
What's the second half? 21.
Should be 24 if that's the. It's gonna be close.
42 live.
I mean, it's 42 live. It's got 20. I mean, it's not 22.5, is it?
No, the first half under was 22.5, yeah.
Yeah. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Folks, that's 75 points. If you heard what I said I thought we were getting 75. I thought that 24 was a joke. So, boom, right on the money.
Yeah, Gerardo hit that first half under 22.5. It was a good look there.
Yeah, it said
Probably
sweat.
wasn't feeling great when that was 17-0, but came through. Good hit.
How is the Pitt game not on TV?
Because everybody hates Pitt as much as I do.
Such a
Not for any other reason other than I just can never get their games right. Basketball or football.
There we go, folks. We're going to get a PI on Georgia Tech. The Pitt drive will continue.
Second half is 21.
The 17. I don't know. I might have
21.5 for the second half.
Mm-hmm. I've got 21 even.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Man, that's
one of those.
If it was 20.5, yeah, I would consider the over just based on the number. And you never know. I mean, if the Rams score here, they could just relax and just play rally and tackle.
And then on offense, they'll probably just run it with Cam and maybe like a pass here to Cooper Kupp or something. But
I mean, if I'm taking anything in the second half based on what I said, I'll take the Rams minus the half point.
What do we have on the totals?
The individual totals?
Mm-hmm. I got 27.5 for the Rams, and I've got 12.5 for the Patriots. Well, off the board.
Already?
Well, it's the lines are coming up and going off real quick.
Yeah, the Rams are now pick 'em at minus 115.
Yeah, I've got 12.5.
The rules say you take the Patriots here, but it's nothing I've seen says I've taken the Patriots.
I mean, they drove the length of the field once, twice, right?
Yep.
Once was the turnover on downs once they got the field goal. The other time they were down there was off the turnover, and then Cam threw the pick six.
Yeah. The primetime games for college football this weekend suck.
Well, that's because they're all freaking canceled. Did you? I was looking at. I was trying to find the. That Miami game for the total.
It's 3:30. It's not canceled.
No. I was trying to find my book shows all the canceled games too.
Okay.
So I was scrolling through trying to find the Miami game, and it's like there's like 15 or 20 games canceled.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I've never seen some. Well, of course, I think a lot of teams are just hanging it up now.
Yep. Oh, you got everything closing in there. Everything closing.
Yeah, Pennsylvania just announced today that they're shutting down completely.
I mean, there's stuff that's closing and said everything after 5 o'clock is closing. Baltimore, Hogan just closed more things, more restrictions where you had businesses that, like really big business, like a big, huge restaurant downtown. It's been around for 60 years closed.
That's a good piece of information there, Ramon.
What's his information?
Bagley out for ASU.
Yeah, that's big. Yep.
That's why the line went down so much.
Oh, let me get that. No, I tried to get on that and I couldn't see it. Like, it wasn't available in my book. Maybe that's why they pulled it out.
Even money right now. Close to it.
Has the game started?
No, so it's at
10 o'clock, I think.
Never mind. Said this.
Is it a regular game or an extra game?
Should be a regular game.
Regular game.
I mean, your primetime game is Florida LSU. How LSU keeps getting on primetime is an absolute joke. Oklahoma State, Baylor, USC and UCLA, and Virginia Tech. Those are your three primetime 8 o'clock games. It's like, really? That's what you came up with? I mean, the other game I really like is Western Michigan Ball State over 67. I like 65, which is the number I got, but it's not 65 now. But I still like it at 67. Two teams.
Western Michigan and who?
Ball State. Two teams that can't stop anybody. Western Michigan was supposed to win the last two games. They lost to Northern Iowa 30-40, I think, last week. So I'm actually kind of leading UCLA versus USC, especially if Thompson Robinson is fully healthy. Ramon, you're a West Coast guy. What's your take on that? Pitt rolling out, 3rd and goal from their own 20, and Pickett stuffed. Ramon, where are you at?
Arizona State.
What's your take on UCLA? USC on Saturday night football. Gerardo, yes, I can't believe I'm not even looking at NBA till February. Now I say that everybody knows I'll have a game on out as soon as it comes out, but yes, I don't want to look at NBA till February. I think you're going to have guys out left and right. Even despite the new rule, it's just going to be, oh, he's got an ankle. Oh, he's got a sore elbow. Everybody left me. They all left me. All right. So let's see. Second half, we're getting ready to start here. I could probably get off the Pittsburgh game. College basketball live. Go through some options that we got. Let me look at props. That's the one thing we didn't look at in the NFL game, which right now is off the board. So if I had props, I'd look at Long Beach State's up. San Francisco's up by 19. South Dakota State's covering, barely hanging on to that 7. San Diego State, Arizona State's about to tip off. I told you guys on that. So hopefully that comes through. I was going to look. What did you got? What'd you end up getting on the quarters and props? Sean, you got any lines? My lines all went away.
Oh, for this game? Yeah, I got so for the second half I had under 21.5.
I was like, props.
The props, I mean, live player props, I got Goff over under 197 passing yards, Cam over under 219. I got Damian Cam Akers, it's off the board.
I think the one I really like is Robert Woods over 36.5 yards.
Like, do we think that Goff, like, who do we think Goff's going to pass to tonight? I mean, he has so many options, though. He has Everett, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Gilmore's covered Kupp. So that's why Kupp's being shit.
That's why he's not getting much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Woods is going to get it. I think he'll get some of the, like I said, I haven't seen any of the stupid jet sweeps where you just toss the ball right in front of the guy for 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. Another very interesting play would be Devery Henderson rushing and receiving over 13.5 yards. He's going to have to get carries this half because you're not going to give Akers every single carry.
Right.
And 13.5 rushing or receiving is huge because, again, I mean, it's only a 14-point game. We're acting like the Rams have completely dominated this game, which they have.
But not really on the scoreboard.
But not on the scoreboard. I mean, you get one touchdown, the game's different. I mean, that's why there's two things that are very interesting. Damien Harris, 15 more yards is a prop. I like that. I mean, there's no reason the Patriots are just going to come down and throw. It's a 14-point game. You go down, you run your offense, you score one touchdown, it's a 1-point score. There's no reason to automatically think that they're not. Or if you don't like the yardage, you could just take Damien Harris to get 4 more carries. Which I think is a guaranteed lock.
I mean, they're going to be running the ball because they have to.
That's what they do.
Their offense doesn't work without running the ball.
So, I mean, if you're giving me Damien Harris and say, okay, please, kid, you get 15 yards. He gave 15 yards of the first carry. He had 39 yards. When they actually gave him the ball, he had good yards there. I mean, Damiere Byrd cashed easily, by the way. I told you he was the weapon that was going to be used since Gilmore was going to be on. Not Gilmore, Ramsey was going to be on the other. So, I mean, he's at 35 yards. Yeah, I think I got enough props. I got killed Monday night when I looked up and then saw all the props. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, props. I mean, it's
one of those games where
the game is killing me right now.
I had it called and I thought it was there. I thought I was going to end up plus money and ended up down $60. And I was like, really? Not a big deal, but it was kind of like one of those things where you're like, count's going up. Here we go. What? It went down?
Yep.
I saw a Visit Baltimore. It's safe commercial. KG no, it's not even close to safe. So Michigan add another 12 days to the shutdown. Yeah. It's interesting. Most of these shutdowns go to like December 22nd. Like people are going to stop shopping. I was going to say that was the one worry about me. Like I felt bad after I technically went shopping. I went in to help my dad and we're getting it packed up for a move. And then there's Rehoboth outlets are near in Delaware. So had some great deals. Like you don't get North Face off 80% that much. Got some really cool stuff. Cheap. So went so much. Yep. Well, they tried to go play action. They're like, all right, they're going to think they're going Harris. Oh, crap. They're just not going to block Brockers. He's going to walk it. He's like, really? Okay. I mean,
What did he? Are you serious? Like, what was the? He literally just olayed that
It was the offensive tackle said, if I go look to the left, maybe he'll go with me.
I need everybody to pray right now that Oregon State makes this basket.
Okay, we watched Cam throw it up there, and N'Keal Harry catches it.
He did catch it.
What the fuck?
Oh.
It was a completely mistimed jump by the defensive back. Watch this. What the world was that?
Come on, man.
What was he doing? We are watching Arizona State. Can't be Arizona State.
Yeah, Arizona State's playing San Diego State.
The score is 0-0. What'd you take? The first basket of the game?
What do you mean?
He was talking about Oregon State.
Yeah,
you're talking about Oregon State. Yes.
It's 71-71. There's 29 seconds left. Oregon State's going to run this clock out and try to go for 2. I have the under 144 live, so it's 142 right now. So,
yeah. By the way, I think Harrison was just cashed that.
I was going to say that was his second carry on this drive.
Yeah, so Harris just got 7. No, it's his first carry. He was play action sack. Was the first? No, that was second. Okay, so he's got 11 yards of the 15 needed. So he needs 5 more yards.
Oh, another sack.
Yep, Aaron Donald.
I hate the Pac-12. Why do they always have to have like their own special channel that isn't given on regular cable? Yeah, I know. Well,
I mean, all the conferences have their own channel, right?
Yeah, but I get BTN. I get Big Ten Network on when I sign up for.
Yeah, they're all part of Fios.
That's because you're in Big Ten country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I guess.
Kind of Rutgers, I guess, if you want to call Rutgers in the Big Ten.
Maryland.
Nope. Oh man.
Maryland. Yeah, Maryland.
We got a run by James White. We do get a field goal by Pitt, so we are covering the second half again, 10-6.
KG, we got screwed, man.
And Shocks got screwed. We all got screwed because there's no way they're covering 14.
Oh yeah, that. I mean.
Oh, they're going to overtime. Here we go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Portland could just stop scoring the whole second overtime, and we could get to 14 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, that was pass interference.
Should have been pass interference offense. He pushed him down.
Yeah, he sure did.
But don't worry, this is Cam Newton's specialty. Throw to the sideline. It's all right. Nope, that's not pass interference.
That was just tangle up. Tangle.
Overtime where bets go to die, says KG.
That is where bets go to die.
Well, for you guys who'd like to thread that line on those unders, but I did hit at that under the Northern Alabama, so thank you for that.
Betting unders has got to be like the worst thing.
It's actually been pretty good in college basketball lately. It's actually been hitting at like a high percent.
Because most of these teams aren't practicing. There is no offense.
Why,
Right. Guys aren't scoring, and they're sitting there thinking like, here, we're going to give you a 150. Sorry. The weight I've seen from any of these teams, unless they're playing Sister Josie's Morley School of the Mormon nuns, no. As soon as I see a 150 on the board, I just take the under.
Yeah, except for that Iowa game when we took the live under, and they ended up they were up by 40, and they ended up putting up another 60 in the second half or whatever. It was ridiculous. They won by like 75 points.
Yeah,
forget
Gerardo's on the Pitt team total under. They're at 26. He's got 33 and a third. That looks good.
Wait, he's got what?
He's got under 33 and a half. Sorry, I said a third, didn't I? He's got only a third point. Really would it matter if it was a third or 0.25 or
what is this, soccer where you want
Yes,
that like 0.75 or some bullshit like that?
Well, I was going to say 0.25 is going to work because then we're going to have to explain that whole thing again to Rich.
It's like when I try to make a soccer bet and you tell me one thing and I'm like, I don't know what any of these numbers mean. How do I bet this? What am I supposed to click?
It's okay. I forget what Jay at times used to sometimes send me a screenshot and said, tell me which one I pick. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then that's when he came back. Is like, oh, and then Ant finally figured out, oh, that Midgetland team's pretty good. Oh, you think? And then the 2 years later, they're in the Champions League. Yeah, that Midgetland team is definitely pretty good. It's free money. All right, we got Portland live at plus 150, or do you take Oregon State at minus 180 down 1?
Well, that was when I was
point favorite.
When I was trying to make that soccer bet the other day. I'm like, I don't even know, like, where is this team even at? I've got like 20 different leagues. There's so many different soccer leagues. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's one of the things we used to sit there. People used to ask me and say, well, how do you have 30 bets? And I was like, because unlike you, I have 32 teams. I have 500 teams to choose from. If I really
so many.
Yeah. If I really wanted to.
And this year, and I was getting to talk with our boy Ken from the chat, and we were talking, and then I was like, well, there's a reason I bet Denmark so much, because right now I think that's where I have the edge. I can generally predict what's going to happen in Denmark better than any other league that I'm betting. Right. I mean, why do you think me and Shocks bet Japan and South Korea? Because we can figure out what's going to happen at a higher probability there than what we can in the Premier League. And the reason is because the other teams aren't that as good. So if you can figure out who the better teams are, watch a couple games, figure out the players, figure out the coaching styles.
Same reason we were betting KBO.
Yeah, you can win. You can win easily versus me trying to figure out who's better between Arsenal and Tottenham. Even though we called it right and we got it right, it's a higher probability that I'm going to win Midgetland versus Nordsjælland at plus 110 versus.
Yeah, the lines are just not as sharp.
Yeah,
Norway used to be like a big over, and now it hasn't. It's been dead.
I mean, it took probably a month.
Trying to get that 122 for you.
It took probably a month of KBO before they started giving 2.5 run lines on
Dinos.
On like the Dinos and Deucen, I think.
Yeah, Deucen. Yeah, Deucen came back real hard at the end of the season.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
All right,
I was stuck on Samsung there for a while.
Uh-oh, big run. Get your 122 there, Shocks. Shocks gets his 122 in the third quarter.
Yeah, baby. Oh, no, that was unnecessary to shove him out of bounds like that. He was going out.
Did I just hear you say hit my yards prop?
Yeah, I think you did.
This is like picked up 125.
He got a chunk there.
And then he had an 8-yard carry before that. So, yeah, I can't imagine that he's anywhere not.
I think he got about 45 yards on those last 2 carries.
Yeah, but the look means I got to stop watching my Pittsburgh game. He got 25 yards on that last carry. So he's up to 134. So, yeah, you hit your 122.
And now they took Akers out. Henderson giving him a blow.
Which will be great because all we need is 14 yards from Henderson, rushing or receiving.
They just got, you just got 3 there. 3 or 4.
Well, that's what I figured. I figured eventually Akers is going to run out of carries. And I'm sorry, if you're giving me rushing or receiving for 14 yards, he's going to get 8 carries at least. And if he gets 1 carry where he got the blocking that Akers got, it's done.
Yeah, their offensive line has been pretty dominant.
Well,
Akers has had a ton of room to run all night.
Name a Patriot pass rusher. Name one guy in the front four. Malcolm Brown's gone.
Yeah.
Ninkovich is gone.
Yep. Well, and they did have
Paul Sheard is there, who is the ex Brown.
Right. They had like 8 or 9 guys opt out on defense, I think, too.
Yep. So that's another catch for Robert Woods, by the way. We're still you haven't noticed, but he actually has 4 catches.
Now the problem is I've got Robert Woods in fantasy, and I was debating on whether or not to sit him. And I couldn't because of there was another carry for Henderson. I couldn't because of the floor. He's a very safe player.
Yeah, especially if you have PPR, because he's going to get 4 to 5, 6 catches, 40 to 60 yards. You know it's 10 points. He's not going to put up a 2-pointer. And sometimes in the playoff, that's what you need. I can win with my running back, and my receivers just be solid.
Yeah, I had in the league I was deciding on whether or not to play him. I had 5 guys and 4 spots, and I had Woods. I've got Woods. I've got Amari Cooper, Justin Jefferson, Allen Robinson, and McLaurin.
And I know you're playing McLaurin. You cannot play McLaurin, even though he does not have a great matchup. Again,
I know he's on my bench right now, but I'm pretty sure he's going in because I need his upside. I think I'm going to end up benching either Cooper or Allen Robinson because I can't bench Jefferson. I'm going to need his upside too.
Josh Reynolds with the catch. He's going to be a half yard short. What are they going to do? Unfortunately, they're on the other side of they're on the Patriots side of the ball. I mean, you had a 25-yard when they were on the 20, so I think they're around the 30. They're in field goal range if they wanted to, but I think they're going to go for it. You've been running the ball down your throat.
Yeah, they're probably going to go for it.
The only thing that would be really stupid right now is if you bunched them up and then you ran Cam Akers. Akers is a guy to play with 3 running backs, Marshall Faulk style. That's who he reminds me of. Spread you out. Let me get you. Use my speed, use my wiggle, get outside the tackle.
This is closer than what I thought it was. It's so short.
Well, the refs never actually know, right? It's so
dude, the way they spot the ball, oh my god,
it's insane. Like how bad it is. It's just.
I think it was the Browns Jacksonville game where the Browns got this first down like 3 times, and they didn't end up giving it to them, and like they literally like they're spotting the ball and then they're measuring, like you can see like it's definitely a first down. And then they didn't give it to him, and I'm like, I was losing my mind.
It's a guy standing so far away, and then like he's just eye measuring a bunch of guys jumping on each other, and then like where one landed, like
as big as the sport is, as big as the sport is, as much money's involved, as many eyes are on this game. Like you literally, like you can't just put a sensor in the ball with the laser or whatever that goes across the freaking line like they do in tennis. You can't do that.
Georgia Tech scores, losing the -7, and we're losing the second half right now. Shoot. It's a 6-point lead with 6 minutes left. We need Pittsburgh to want to try to put up points.
San Diego State up 10-2 early.
Yep.
Yeah, no Bagley is huge.
Mm-hmm.
We assume that word is Bagley.
Bagley, yeah.
Bagley.
Well, it's got an E before the LY, so I don't know why it would be Bagley.
Because Marvin Bagley, he's like his brother.
So it should be Bagley.
Yeah.
unless he's British.
I'm just pronouncing it due to what they teach you in English. There's a
This is the King's English.
Then the A is long.
Dude, let me show you how I was for English right here. This is me every day. My English class, I'd be asleep every day. I even had a girl that in my physics class. Now, let me correct this right. I graduated high school with a 4.2 GPA, but I was known as the kid that slept. So I was in the front of the classroom in physics, and the girl next to me would put her hand like this to catch my head. Because you didn't have those normal desks. You had those big, long things. Damn it, Pittsburgh's not trying to score. They keep getting first downs and falling down.
Don't they know that you have a bet on them?
You need a field goal, boys. At least a field goal. Get to the outside. Get a field goal. I almost think the Akers thing might be done. I mean, if you don't get the Akers anytime touchdown here, you're not getting it. Oh, by the way, that's a catch by Robert Woods. We need one more.
Unless they run them right. Yeah, if they don't run them right here, you're done. You're not going to get Akers.
Because
I think you're right.
I don't think he plays.
I mean, we're almost to the fourth quarter.
I honestly think there's only one more touchdown in this game.
Yeah, but they're down at the 8-yard line. Here they come. Let's go. Dance with the one who brought you. Akers to the 4. That's a number between 5 and 4.
Wow.
Akers at 145 yards rushing, 23 yards receiving. Jared Goff at 115 yards and a pickle. Though it really shouldn't be a pickle. It should be a fumble one.
Yeah, that wasn't on him either.
Because technically, if Woods catches that, that would have technically been his 6th catch.
Yeah, true.
Because it would have been a catch and a fumble.
And I mean, it was a questionable interception.
Yep.
I mean, it really could have gone either way on that one. Oh, man, he's going to be short, right?
He's short.
You go for it.
I do love when you get a guy who's about 205. What we're going to do is keep running him up the gut. When all the big ones have come on the edge.
Sneak it with Goff again. It's worked like 3 times tonight. I mean, they're getting too much of a push up front.
Mm-hmm.
The only good news is Georgia Tech still can't tackle, and Pitt, unfortunately, is just running it down their throat. But unfortunately, they've run off 2 minutes off the clock, and they're only at the 50.
Oh, come on.
Now they're at the 40. They can't stop them on the ground. The only good news is college football, that clock does stop. I'm surprised Georgia Tech but Georgia Tech does have 3 timeouts. So at least if you get them on the other side of the field, we could get a stupid field goal here, which is all we need. Why are we at commercial?
They took a timeout.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already one time.
I think they were confused on what to do.
Yeah, they were going for it. I don't know if they were going to try and draw them off or what.
Whoever that receiver was that came and stood like behind the tight end, and then everybody started looking around.
Robert Woods.
Yeah, Woods. He fucked it all up.
All right, you have a 6-point game, and Georgia Tech actually makes a stop and actually uses one of their timeouts. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Ball at the 41. We need Pitt to get a nice, good run here.
All right, San Diego State, slow down there, buddy. There you go.
Slow it down, buddy.
I forgot. You're like, slow it down. Don't score. But
yeah,
by 2.
Win. I have the under, and I have San Diego State. So,
man, Akers has got 20. He's got 20 fantasy points with no touchdown.
I picked him up yesterday, and he's sitting on my bench.
Yeah, I've got him on my bench in my work league. I did not make the playoffs, and I didn't even mess with my lineup. So he probably wouldn't have went in anyway.
I mean, I would have had the bench either Kenyon Drake, Rojo, Hopkins, or DK Metcalf?
Yeah, no.
Rich, are you guys Monday night or Sunday night?
For
Brown.
what?
The Browns, Sunday night.
Monday night or Sunday
The
night?
Browns are on Monday night. You guys
Monday
are on Sunday night.
No, my son.
Yeah, you guys are Sunday night.
Who's Sunday night? I thought it was K-State.
Steelers.
It's
Bills.
Bills.
Kansas City is a 1:00 game. That's another reason why I like Miami.
The thing is that the one thing that's similar between Kansas City and the Steelers that they play down to the level of their competition.
100%.
They let it.
100%.
It's literally a last play type of game. It's literally like whoever's got it on the last drive wins.
Last week I put after the Steelers game last week, and who did they play?
They played
That was the Ravens game. That was the Wednesday game where they couldn't cover. And after the game, I was freaking pissed. That was the one where I was like, "This is the most money I've lost on a Wednesday in a long time." And dude jumped off sides, right?
I'm watching Georgia Tech.
And so I put on Facebook that the Steelers are the worst undefeated team in the history of the world, and so I've got a bunch I've got a bunch of Steeler fans on, a bunch of my friends are Steeler fans and stuff. So they of course came out, and it was just it was attack, and then it's all in good fun. Like it's not. That's a touchdown. Cooper Kupp touchdown.
Cooper.
So we were kind of going back and forth and all that, and then after the Steelers lost to Washington, I'm like,
let me get back on.
I'm like, should I go back and comment again? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But then one of the guys did make a post, and it was about the Steelers or whatever, and I said you act like all us Browns fans have to do is to sit around and cheer against the Steelers, and then I sent the big smiley face like you act like that's all that we do, and it's like that is pretty much all we do usually.
Yeah.
Normally by this point in the season normally by this point in the year I'm really not even
out of it. And you giving up hope.
I'm really not even paying attention to the Browns games that much anymore. It's just too much pain.
At one point,
the Steelers just let everybody hang around, and they let them.
They do.
Play down to their level.
Here's your issue. For me, I thought it was an issue with philosophy. So you've had a team with arguably the four best D-line in the league, and your goal is to take 4 yards, 6 or 7. 4 yards, 6 or 7. But what you're doing is you're creating more opportunities for that great line to make a play. If I get 5 chances to stop you, I'm eventually going to stop you. And if you saw the chat, when it was 14-0 and you guys were going crazy, and then nothing happened, it was 14-3, I said, Pittsburgh's in trouble. D's first answer is why? And I said, they can't move the ball, and they got lucky on one play.
Yeah.
Right.
The guy missed the tackle and ran for a touchdown, where Washington started to figure it out, how to get 30 yards, 40 yards on the chunk. That's why I was like, this is going where if it went to overtime, one, you had the better kicker, and then two, it was they could move the ball, and you guys were stuck trying to do this there. Ben can't move. They knew you couldn't throw anything deep. You didn't even attempt to throw anything down the field. And your run game was done. It was non-sufficient.
They couldn't. They couldn't run for shit. That was the.
They didn't have to bring anybody to stop that pressure. So when they started bringing a couple guys, and you just weren't going to happen.
Well,
You had one chance when Schuster was catching the balls, and I was like, you're up by a touchdown. You go for a field goal. I don't care if the guy just came off the bus. If I
Right.
kick a field goal and I turn around and I make it so you can't beat me, that's what I'm taking.
Right.
Give me
yeah,
the
that was
Don't sit there and say, okay, we're going to turn around and go for it, because you haven't gone for it. And you know all I'm going to do is pressure you, and you're going to try to pass because you're too chicken shit to try to go for a ball. And where's the ball run to Anthony McFarland on the outside? Give me something where you would just do something.
they had no into. I mean, they were running their 195-pound backs. This must be good.
He breaks free. Pittsburgh touchdown. 32-20. We're
Nice.
covered again, boys.
There it is.
We're covering. Now we've got 2 minutes to play defense.
They're running their
Travel.
195-pound backs into the strength of that Washington defense, like
Right.
just right in the middle. I mean,
They got Deron Payne. They got Jonathan Allen. They've got Montez Sweat. How about throwing to anything else? Because they figured out real quick you're making a 3-step drop and throwing. Both defensive ends are jumping with their hands up. That's their best defense.
how about covering McKissick?
Yes! They go for 2 and they get it. So the only thing really we can do is push.
What happened?
Pittsburgh goes for 2 and gets it. 34-20. We're winning the second half. We're winning the -7, and we're not going to lose. Well, they could be retarded, score and go for 2 for whatever reason. Thank you, Philadelphia. But yes. That could be nice. I mean, they were just running it up the gut. They called timeout. This kid's having a Cam Akers day. He looks like a little tiny Cam Akers. He comes right through the outside land and just, there's nobody there. And he's like, all right, I'll just go ahead and score.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of
I thought they were going to
of,
run out the clock.
the Steelers take that first loss. I don't know that that's the worst thing that could happen. I mean, taking a loss in the regular season versus I don't agree.
It is in the sense that you lost another linebacker to do it.
Yeah.
Another starting linebacker who's the guy who was your signal caller, filling in for your other signal caller who was out.
Well, they lost Dupree, who I thought that was in last week's game.
They did. They lost Dupree, and then they lost the one guy who's been playing solid. Trying to remember his name. Robert Spillane.
Oh, did he get hurt?
Yeah, he hurt his knee. He's out for several weeks.
Well, I know Dupree's done for the year.
And of course, Pittsburgh, you give up a 40-yard pass to start the drive. Come on. You guys are all watching the Pat game. Oh, no, it's still commercial. I'm seeing a Pittsburgh defense.
I'm watching Arizona State.
We're watching.
We're all watching something different. What was the one night? I forget the one night everybody was watching the same college basketball game, and I was watching some kids playing intramural ball in a high school gym or something. like I got a bet on this game. It looks like there's about they can fit about 100 people in the stadium.
So Sims brings it right down. They're down to the 35 at the minute 41. Was he in bounds? Tell me he wasn't. No, he is. So they've wasted 25 seconds, have gone 60 yards. Like I said, remember that word was push for the game. Pittsburgh can't play any defense. It actually is not the worst thing because I have it over 55 in this game too, which is what I thought it was really going to do. So,
yo, why is everybody so good at free throws in college, but they can't fucking shoot in NBA?
Because the guys who can shoot don't make the NBA. Because they're not athletic enough.
But they can make free. Yeah.
Because it's not about making free throws. No one's drafting a guy saying, JJ Redick, we're taking him because he's a 95% free throw shooter. You're taking him because he can shoot the three.
Yeah. I just feel like every time I'm watching like these teams and they got to shoot free throws, like everybody just makes them. Like everybody shoots 80%, 85% free throw shooters like in college. Like there's teams where like all 5 guys are like 85%.
I love in college that we stop and we review an 8-yard play for 10 minutes in the last 2 minutes of the drive. It's 8 yards. Who cares?
Yo, how come when you see a guy standing there, you still run into him on the layup and you know it's going to be a charge? Like he's literally standing right in front of you, but you don't even make a pivot to get around him. You saw him from like 10 feet away that he's standing there, but you kept running.
I was going to ask Rich, at what point do we just want to say we won or -4.5 on the Rams?
You can say that now. I think we can make that claim.
All right. They review this 14 times. They say that the Georgia Tech guy got the 8-yard catch.
Good steal. Let's go.
And now they're offsides. This is a free play. This is great. The best thing about a free play in college is you don't get the clock back. So, yeah, take 20, 30 seconds to run this play. Good job. I don't care if it's a 5-yard off.
By the way, was San Diego State still 15-0 before the season got canceled last year, right? They were the only undefeated team at the time.
Yeah, but what's his name left?
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying, I was thinking about how they got screwed out of that.
They did. That's where I looked at the draft, and I'm like, was that guy any good? Who was that guy again? Where did he play? I was like, because you didn't see the tournament. You didn't see what's going on.
Right.
All right, Pittsburgh is definitely doing their best to mush us. Playing real soft coverage here. And we're still in commercial break. Rich, you're the one who's got to be commenting on the NFL game because you're the only one watching it right now. Come on, hit him. Sack.
So we're in commercial. I think
they punted.
Yeah, I think we're. I think we need one more punt, maybe.
Yeah, I said, at what point do we call the we won or -4.5?
I said we can make that call now.
Oh man. I hate calling stuff early.
I know you do. That's why I was asking you.
Oh God.
By the way, I only have 2 punts.
No, let's let me look here.
I mean, I think that's 100% wrong because if I look at plays, we got 2 punts in the quarter.
I have 6 punts.
3, 4, 5, 6 punts. Yep.
Yeah, I have 6 punts. We need 2 more.
All right, so we got 2nd and 12, minute and 13. I don't know why they stopped the clock on a sack. All right, come on, get him again. Tackle him before he gets the first. Oh, he's still running. Good job. You let him loose after you swung him around.
Stop.
All right, let's go. 50 seconds, 3rd down. Come on. Let's go. Pittsburgh, show some life. Around the edge, floater, incomplete. 4th and 5. Come on, let's go. Hit the quarterback. 42 seconds. Let's go. I want this double cash. I want the double. Sims getting his crap beat out of him. There you go. Nice hit. Oh, Sims is actually being looked at. So you're going to replace a backup quarterback on 4th and 5, down 14, 42 seconds at the 25-yard line.
That's who it was. It was Jalen McDaniels, Sean. He ended up going to the Charlotte Hornets.
He was a guy that everybody loved. He was at a some Texas school. Where it was, he was a very athletic 6'7" guy. I remember playing with him in like NBA 2K.
His high school you're talking about?
No. It's McDaniels.
McDaniels is from Arizona State, not San Diego State. That's what I'm.
There was a kid in the NBA, McDaniels. He never lived up to where he went. I think he went to Texas A&M.
Oh.
Let me see who it is. McDaniels NBA.
Yeah, you're right, Ramon. I mean, again, yeah, it's not last year's team. They still got the core, and they're underrated again. They're gonna be pretty good this year. They won't go undefeated, but they should. They'll have a pretty good record.
Rams are punting.
That'll cash it.
No.
I thought it was 7.5.
Yeah, that's 7.
Get him! Don't let him get 5 yards. Don't let him get 5 yards, you putzes.
No, that was 7.
You putzes. He got 1 yard back.
What's up, Toro? Who's watching San Diego State? Shocks?
Yeah, I mean, take a -115. I got them at plus money. It's going to be a close game, Toro. Like, this ain't going to be it's not going to be a blowout. So, I mean, I think San Diego State takes this, but.
What's the score right now?
22-18. 19.
Yeah, it's probably one of those games that's going to fall,
It's literally, I think it's going to go down to like the last 30 seconds.
It's,
one possession.
It's probably going to be 2 or 3 points one way or the other.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, 8 seconds left. Come on, tackle. There you go. 28 seconds left. He's short. 3rd down. Let's go. Come on, down to the 8-yard line. Play defense. Do not give up a touchdown. 18 seconds. They fake spike it. Throw it out of bounds. It's uncatchable. It's uncatchable. Oh, the coach goes crazy because there was obvious pass interference, but the ball was thrown 8 yards away from where the receiver was. Fake spike. Quarterback gets hit. Throws it up. He throws it to the 2, and the receiver is in the middle of the end zone.
Wow.
6. Let's go. Come on, guys. This is it. Give me that double. What? I just was.
Oh.
Do you need to move?
All right, bro, chill out. You got K-tape on your shoulder. You're not that great.
All right. What's happening in the Rams game?
Commercial.
All right.
Rams punted and Pat's got the ball they're on 25.
So we've got 7 punts now, so we need one more.
One more.
Georgia Tech coach goes crazy. He throws with no mask. He throws his headset at least a good 20 yards. He's still going crazy.
What is he like? The you guys ever watching college basketball at the Arizona coach? What's his name? Sean something.
What?
There's another sack. I think. Remember when I said, "Is Cam going to get sacked 4 times?" I think Cam got sacked like 5 times.
What's the Arizona coach?
He drops it. He drops it. No flags. No flags on the play. No flags. Pittsburgh second half cashes.
Guys, if there's a coach you want to watch Sean Miller from Arizona on the sidelines when his team is losing. Probably the most entertaining thing you'll ever see.
Receiver drops the ball. There was definitely hands on him. There's no flag. Pittsburgh takes over. It's going to be a 14-point win. We're going to have a double cash. The Pitt -7 that I gave in the chat. I think I gave it yesterday. And then the second half, Pitt -3, cashes. Nice. So college football, just we break that down today. That's a 3-0 day. So Jump Shot says take Linton Vassell if you can get anything live on Bellator.
They don't get
He's -1,000. At -1,000, he's a bargain.
Is that a J size bet?
What's up, MT13?
AMT.
Oh, the coach does it. He shakes his hand, runs away. Then they have words back and forth with him. Yep, Pittsburgh wins. All right, we go back to watching that game. But that's a good ring that bell. So that's 6 cashers. I got to see what we got because I haven't been watching there. Damian Harris needs 1 yard to cash, just to let you know. Hopefully we don't get Mostert for that. Devery Henderson needs 11 yards.
Who?
Devery Henderson.
Who's that?
Devery Henderson, the wide receiver from the Saints.
Oh, Daryl Henderson. Sorry.
Throwback.
I get names in the head, and that's how it goes. These are nice. All right, you all heard that smirk. So she's really happy that I decided to do the thing for the bedroom today instead of my office. She's telling me she's taking the office back.
Do those headphones have a is the mic built in to the headphones? Is that where we're picking up your audio from?
Yep. How's it sound?
Sounds good. It sounds clear. That's Damian Harris that just went off the field hurt. Yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Cam throws it into the ground. Good.
He walked off on his own. Wow.
Isn't that bird right there?
I was talking about Harris.
Oh.
Didn't you need something from Harris still?
Yeah, we need a yard.
Yeah. I mean, he went off on his own, so maybe he'd be back.
All right. Let's go. I love college football.
Man, I could have used a freaking touchdown for Woods. Oh.
Well, they threw it to White. He dropped it.
Okay. They're punting. This will cash it.
Yo, Matt Mitchell's an animal. This guy. 3.
Who is this punter? All right, ring that bell. That is the 8th punt.
What?
Over 7.5. Yes, it is the 8th punt. 8 punts. If you kick it 8 times, that is called a punt.
Oh, man.
Clearly, Shocks is watching something else.
Shocks, that was perfect. Not for whatever's happening to you because you look like you're in pain and misery.
Yo, because the refs are calling phantom calls. Like nothing happened.
They're not giving it to their best player?
No, they're just phantom calls, man. It's like the ball's coming off like they're about to get the rebound, and like I guess some guy backed up into another guy just to make room for his teammate to get the rebound, and then they called it a foul.
So D said he was going to be back at 9:34. Any chance? I'm sorry. Which game is this, Chucks?
Arizona State, San Diego State.
Oh, so you don't like it because that's adding 3 points.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 52-point half. Aren't we at 140 or something?
145.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get a 70-point first half.
Yeah.
All right, so you're trying to tell me you're going to take away my Pittsburgh money? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my San Diego State money?
It's coming.
coming to your city.
You're gonna be sweating your balls off to the very last second.
All right. Well, San Francisco is up by 41. I think they're going to cover the 15. So Ron did a good job there. Our little bunnies need to get fouled. Do you get that game?
No, I can't watch that game.
Okay. I mean, they're only up 5 points with a minute left. How bad would a Gonzaga beat Southern University today if they played that game? What would that have been? 50? 52? All right, we got some comments in the chat. Vassal wins in round 2. Are we taking shreddy balls? That was good. Uh-oh, there's a fumble! And it's not called a fumble. And it's called the Rams punt again because they could care less.
Yo, everybody on Arizona State is like Steph Curry.
Akers has 25 carries for 161 yards. And he's sitting on my bench. What is QBE?
Quarterback efficiency?
That's what I know it is. So I was trying to figure out MT13. What are you talking about?
Quebec?
Something related to golf.
Oh.
Maybe. I just don't know.
I think it's MMA or some weird league because he said he took English and Kuchar. Oh no, it's got to be golf.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's golf.
I recognize. Oh yes, MT13. We can come back with my my outlays. We definitely got to look at that. Okay, so you said Kuchar. You took English. Oh, it's a doubles. I hate doubles. So it's a skins tournament. All right, who should I take in the DP World Tour Championship? Do I take Reed at plus 800? Do I take Fleetwood?
You got to go with my boy Tommy Fleetwood, man.
You told me that last time and he lost.
I know. That's my guy, though. I take him every time. Something's got to break for him at some point in his life.
This guy, Christian Bizuhuza, who has been playing really well, and he's at plus 2,500.
Louis Oosthuizen, that guy from South Africa?
Yeah, Christian Boozenhart, MT13. Who should I take in that tournament? You're my golf guy. What am I going with? All right, what college basketball play do I still have live? I have. Okay.
They're benching Cam. Stidham.
You remember the last time they benched him? He came in and threw a pick 6. So,
that was this happened in I forget which game this happened in earlier this year.
Yeah, they went in and they came in and then they went to Hoyer. It was Hoyer started, not Cam. Cam was out, and then they went to the other guy who I can never remember his name. Stidham, Jared Stidham from Auburn. Once I get his first name, the rest of it just flows off the tongue.
Yeah, it was the San Fran game. They benched Cam in the San Fran game.
I still liked him. I still liked him as a quarterback. All right, we're going to lose to Robert Woods. That'll be our one loss of the night. Do we have any other losses? I don't think they're going to pass again for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they might. I mean, they threw on third down on the last drive. I mean, if they get to third down and they need a few yards, I don't think I'd count it as a loss yet. What do we need? One catch?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Woods is. I mean, he's a possession guy. So if they need a first down,
To me, this is not a bad move for one reason. If I want anybody throwing the ball, I'd rather have Jarrett Stidham throwing the ball.
hell yeah.
And,
Let's see what the kid can do.
I mean, he's a guy who can actually throw. I don't like it that right now we haven't. How'd they get the ball already down to the 22-yard line?
They had that freaking guy had like a 40-yard punt return.
Oh, okay.
The guy from last week, whatever his name.
Olszewski.
Wes Welker / Julian Edelman / new Patriots white guy.
Yeah, if they want to throw to Olszewski, I don't mind because I've got him at plus 2,500 for beer money.
And there's a sack.
Thank you. Aaron Donald says, "Yep, okay, same guy. I can beat this left guard to save my life."
The last drive, they sacked Cam twice. Donald wasn't even in there. He was on the sidelines.
What was that?
I don't know. This Rams defense is nasty. They've been eating all night.
They are, but you look at that. That's the left tackle's issue. The right tackle's issue. He lined up so close to the quarterback. I mean, I don't even know who the guy who sacked him 54 was, but he was so far away. But by the time he actually got to the tackle, he could reach over and grab the quarterback.
Right.
Yeah,
Like-
Remy Martin is a pain in our ass.
You mean the guy who shoots really funny that I said Arizona State could dictate this pace? Because
No,
he could score.
He launches threes from like half court and they go in.
Yeah, he thinks he's Trae Young. All these guys do, because all of a sudden you start doing that all the time and they're like, oh, enough, go in. He always a really good shooter. I'm like, I watch him miss regular shots all the time. You want to shoot from half court? Supposedly Damian Lillard has opened up his shooting range to half court.
The issue is that Arizona State leaves their back door open, so San Diego State just gets in and gets the basket.
Like the Rams here? I mean, this is 24-10. I mean, you're not
Wow.
Rams, but you're going to want to not punt right away. Oh, they missed him, and they missed him. They're going for somebody, and that's it. That's 4th and 4.
There's fourth down.
Let's see if
Turnover
they have a
now.
better option. Okay. Oh, he fell down. Myers fell down. Myers is the primary guy here.
Yeah.
That's the look. He falls down, and then you see him look right away, get away. He's like, oh, crap.
It looked like his read was off to the right there. His first read.
Yeah.
So the guy he threw to looked like was probably his third read.
Yeah.
I would say Myers was 2. Whoever was on the right there was 1, maybe.
Well, the Rams' second half looks good.
I mean, this is exactly how I expected this game to go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I said, it could be 27-7. I expected the Rams to win this all day.
Mm-hmm.
Did Robert Woods at least get his yards? I mean, the live yards? No, he's 4 yards short. Come on, give the ball to Henderson. Let me have cash that to offset that.
I still think they might throw if they get to a third down.
I can't believe Cam Akers is going to run for 160 yards and not score.
Oh, they're throwing. And he's sacked.
Yep. Some guy called Cowart. Sam Cowart?
It's a weird time for Goff to take a sack, which he never gets sacked.
How many sacks? Is it over 3.5 cash?
I think that's
There's
freaking.
7 sacks in that game.
I think
there's-
I think it cashed like 3 times over.
Yeah, it did.
I think-
South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits win by 2. First down?
Yep, first down.
Yep. Way to go, Cub.
I don't know that there's anything more frustrating than that that Baltimore Dallas game where I had the over 3.5 field goals and they missed like 5 field goals in the game. They kicked 8 field goals and missed 5. I'm like, literally.
Why don't you do that stupid end around where you just hand the ball off to Woods? But do it in a shotgun so it's a catch. Yeah, I mean, those sort of things are very frustrating when you look and you're like, that shouldn't have happened.
You make the right call, and then it's you've got 2 of the better field goal kickers in the league, in Tucker and Zerline, and just.
Or it could be all the games that you took Gostkowski. We took him in Tennessee and watched him miss all the field goals. Week
San
1.
Diego State is 33-1 when leading at halftime, guys. Just an FYI.
Who is?
San Diego State is 33-1 when leading at halftime.
Damn it, you Robert Woods! That was a double catch right there.
Oh my!
Are you kidding me? You're by yourself. Catch that. That was the 6. That was the yard.
Come on, Woods. I need that for fantasy.
That was the salami, buddy. Come on, right there.
Run it back. Run it back.
Bread.
Run it back. Run it again. Same play.
I'm doubling down on San Diego State again.
What's the score?
Yeah, what's the score?
35-33 at the half.
So you get that special under 70, but yeah, that doesn't look good for the under.
No.
Are you taking a second half bet?
I'm just gonna take them. Live at plus 102. Plus 102 is what I have. So.
Is it actually at halftime yet? Because I don't have halftime line.
Yeah,
I only have Mexican Liga MX Championship live.
But like the Rams right now, what does that make them? That makes them 34-0 when they lead at the half now.
Yep.
Diego State's 33-1 when leading at the half. So I'm gonna keep that trend going tonight.
It was 14-3. Do you really think they were going to lose that? All right, so live Liga MX. It's a tough game, 0-0. Who ran that? Still Akers.
Akers.
They're trying to get him 200 yards. I'd be tempted to take Leon at plus 120, or you take a shot at the dog. I don't know. I kind of think Leon. Season team will come through in the end. All right, so San Diego State, we already have a +2. We're going to double down and take them on a +1.
Yeah.
And we have 68 points, and their live total is 75.5. Come on, really? You're not giving Henderson the ball?
I just think this game, I mean, like, because it's going to be so close that when we get to the final 2 minutes and stuff, they're going to slow it down. It's the whole time it's going to be like a 2 or 4 point game, you know? I don't think any of these guys are going to pull away by like 8 or 9 points. And when you start getting to the end is when they start slowing down just to run out the clock because they don't want to go back and forth in 2 minutes.
If the Rams get the ball back, I think Henderson should be out there. I think Akers' day is probably done.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 4th down. So Robert Woods had his chance, and he just blew it.
Yep, that was it. He had his shot. That sucks. That sucks because that would have been like another 2 or 3 points for fantasy.
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm going to win from the Rams, but I'm going to lose on some of these little side bets. Ramon, still any take on the USC game? I'll just take both sides.
Well, we got another game tonight?
No, It's Saturday. I always rile things up for the both sides on the primetime game, and then I can just sit and just watch. Yeah, but I do that by buying points. So I'll take a second half play that I don't say out loud for. Like,
Yeah.
I like the over in the second half. I just took it at 75.
Yeah, that's right, Jordo. Under was a look.
It's a little bit of a hedge, but I can take that. But I like that with Alabama, but I bought points to drop Alabama down to 28. And then I'll take that with this, finish that off with the night play because I don't really care who plays because in the end, I'm going to put another parlay. And the other side. And I'm guaranteed a unit or a unit and a half. So, yep. Most of the time, 2 or 3.
The Bama game is 72, not 75. Is it?
I'm talking about Bama football.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the Bama football game is 72.
I didn't take the over. I took the minus 32 and dropped it down to 28.
Oh.
Well, I made it juiced as the second leg of my parlay. And then the third game is the game I'm going to end up taking on both sides. Yeah, Ramon, I agree with that, especially in college basketball. Especially if the favorite is behind and you end up you get plus points on the favorite, those middles are just beautiful. Look, get the ball back.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the ball back.
This was the B line. You had 3 white guys and some other guy who I've probably never heard of on the Rams.
I mean, they're just Patriots O-line's just whooped.
Yeah.
I mean, you got one quarterback that can't throw the ball, who's just standing back there looking to run. You've got one quarterback who's got no experience, who's just standing back there holding it.
The under is easy. That was the easy play.
It was easy. That's why I was leery about anybody teasing the over.
Yeah. We had that talk on that.
Yeah, you needed both sides to contribute. And the Patriots scoring less than 10 points was a very real possibility.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see how the Patriots points. I just don't.
Yeah, not against this defense. I mean, right. Belichick is
the Rams defense is pretty good, and in all aspects against the run, pass, just solid overall. They don't have goals.
And Akers is still in there. I don't know. I thought they would put Henderson in for cleanup here.
They're trying to give him 200 yards. That would be.
What does he have?
He has 169. He's really killing his average carry, getting all these carries. Because he's got 27 carries. There's no reason for a rookie in a game that doesn't matter at this point to have 30 carries. Just so he's tired for the next night. Yeah, he's got 10 days, but unless they're showing everybody that Akers is the man. And he keeps losing yards, so I think he's tired.
He probably just doesn't want to play anymore because he already
considering this is like 3 games worth of carries for him.
When they know he's getting the ball. I mean, all right, here we go. We're going to play action. We're going to give Robert Woods another chance. That's what we're going to do here. It's
Man,
3rd and 8.
I would love if they just hit Woods for a deep shot or something, or if they hit him on one of those crossers and he took it to the house.
He's not even in the game. Oh, he is. There he goes. He goes to motion, and they give it to him, but not the way we want it. -1 yards on the end around. Why couldn't you been in the shotgun and just handed it to him in front? That's all I wanted. Was that too hard to ask?
Is Green Bay, Tennessee, and Tampa Bay the teaser for Week 14? We need Mike's teaser, man. We haven't seen that in a while.
Well, yeah, we need the Mafia teaser. I mean, with the KC at 7, I don't know how you don't tease KC to 1.
I'll tell you what I like. My teaser. I'm teasing the Dolphins to 13, the Steelers to 8, the Chargers to 8.5, and the Titans to 1.5.
Yeah.
Miami, Pittsburgh, Chargers, Titans. I don't see the Chiefs covering 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I like the Bucks pretty even.
I know D doesn't want to hear it. Miami might win that game.
They could.
Miami might win that game.
They could, but I don't think so.
KC traveling into the heat in Miami, East Coast, 1:00 game. I mean, Miami's defense is solid. KC's defense is not good.
Yeah, to me, if you're picking out 3, it's Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and New Orleans. I would also probably come as the shocker to see it, but I'd throw Washington in there. I'd take Washington.
I like Washington.
I'd take Washington +9.
Yeah, I like Washington.
Going to San Francisco, who, for all intents and purposes, they're done. They know they're done. They're not going anywhere. They got absolutely shellacked the last time out. Their team is predicated so much on the run, and Washington's just going to shut that down.
The only reason why I didn't make a play on Washington yet was because I don't know if they're in for a letdown game. Pretty high coming off the win versus the Steelers. I don't know if they're in for a letdown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's too much on the line. You're gonna be able to watch Arizona beat the Giants early in the day, and that becomes. And the other line that I really don't understand is Green Bay. The fact that it's only 7.5, I don't understand, since they were 8 at Philly. What are you taking pictures of?
Nothing. My friend's texting some bullshit.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't understand Green Bay at Detroit. Detroit's been terrible. Yeah, they beat Chicago. They came back at the end and kind of got lucky from a fumble. Bad offensive line play, but
I hate Chicago.
I can see. The other thing I really like is Anna LA over. I think that game is a shootout. I think that Atlanta, from this point on, is just looking at stats. They're going to get points. It's just the Chargers are going to be able to move the ball against Atlanta's defense. That won't be any issue. So I can see a 28-24 game. I think it'll go over the 49 easily. But if you could be able to tease that down to 43, I think that's easily going to go over.
Yeah, I like the I like the Bears and the Texans over 45.
Ball Bears.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like the Bears Texans over 45. I like the Titans Jags over 52.
There's one caveat on that Houston. Brandon Cooks has to play.
Yeah.
Because Cooks right now is questionable to play, and if it's just Coty and Stills versus the Bears defense, they'll be able to shut that down.
Yep.
There's some very interesting games. I mean,
The
Seattle
Minnesota
Jets, but I'm not taking 13.5.
I am taking the Jets team total over
What is it?
16.5.
All right, folks, ring that bell. The Rams come there, dig out a squeaker. They covered the 4.5. Barely. We had to hold on all the way to the end. Thank you, guys. I know it was tough to figure out whether they were going to win this game, but they kind of definitely came out with the good win. Squeaker and the Patriots continue to say, and the Bills breathe a little easier because they know no one's ever catching them, and they basically almost win the division. I actually think the Bills beat Pittsburgh. I
would have been surprised if they do.
Yeah. I think it'll be a very interesting game. So it should be a good game for us that we'll have on Sunday Night Football. My daughter will be back, so I'm not sure if I will be on the show, but I might be on for a little while. But we shall see. How are we looking on San Diego State? Our San Diego State home double dipper. How are we looking?
Still the half, so second half starting.
Really?
Yeah.
We went through that whole thing and it still hasn't started?
Yo, they've been taking like 40-minute halves now for some reason. I don't know what they're doing, but it's been happening a lot.
COVID test.
Are they cleaning the court?
They might be. Yeah, they might be. Maybe that's why.
You can't clean the court. You already had your whole thing. So,
Wipe it down with some Lysol again. Just dump some Lysol on the freaking court and mop it.
Yeah, so we lose Akers anytime touchdown. We lose Woods over 5.5. But hold on. Then we go on. We hit the Cam Newton interceptions. We hit the Rams minus 4.5. We hit under 2.5 in the market. If you took the sacks, I don't know if that was an official play, but there we hit the second half over 24 in the FAU game. We hit the second half, Pittsburgh minus 3 in that game. We hit the Akers live rushing yards at 81. If you doubled up with Sean like he did at 122, that cashed easily as well. We did lose the Harris run, I think, by a yard. By a freaking yard? Yep. By a whole yard.
I hate that impact.
What else? We hit the punts over 7.5. We gave that away. Rich, what else what am I missing here?
That was it. I think that's everything. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, so I've got us at about 8 cashers and like 3 losses. So you should have won 4 to 5 units, depending upon what you bet on. So should be a good night. We still have San Diego State, obviously that was still alive. Chat play. So thanks everybody for joining. We shall see everybody back on Sunday. All right, see y'all.
Later.
See ya.